That's it. Or old allocated. Yeah, that sounds good.
Right. Yeah. Mike goes over there. So I've got this hooked into this. Is what I'm doing.
All right.
I figured it out without the thing.
Awesome.
I got the other ones we needed, but Nate says we're getting levels. It took me a while to figure out why I couldn't hear that mic, and then I got it.
Check. Oh, okay. Just testing out real fast. For those of you listening in, we're testing out.
Check. There I am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And I can hear you.
Cool.
All right. Here we go.
I will be back for the third inning.
Good.
For Hastings, Sodbuster Baseball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner will be going. This is the payoff pitch. Let's see if Shea can get out of the inning here. The kick and deliver. Swung on it, missed it, got him. 12 strikeouts for Shea Shanneman.
That one hits to left field. Making the left fielder go back. Keep going back, and that thing is going to be gone. It's out of here. Holy moly, Cole Evans. 370 feet. Cole Evans got a hold of that thing. Wow.
That one hit to short. Cervantes the second, back to first, and they get him. Nicely turned double play there, the old 6-4-3, and there's 2 down. Their double play tonight turned by the Busters. Sodbuster Baseball is on the air.
For some Sodbuster Baseball, it is Josh Salmon along with you. Steve Stein will join me here a little bit later. And, of course, Nate Miller to our right, our engineer, getting ready for some Sodbuster Baseball as we see the Casper Horse Heads for the first time in 2 seasons. Yes, Casper didn't participate in the 2020 season due to the COVID. A lot of teams opted out. They were one of them. So these teams have not seen each other in a long time. Similar teams, if you look on paper, some of the records and some of the issues that Hastings has had, the Casper's had as well. So a lot of familiarity there, and including the manager who used to be the Sodbusters manager the very first year. All right, so we'll get to all that a little bit later. Busters on the road, went off and won 3 out of 4 in Pierre, and I had a chance to visit with Coach Chandler Wagner before the game, who's always, by the way, very generous with interviews. Some coaches are not so way. He is. Let's hear from Chandler. Here with manager Chandler Wagner. Team went 3-4 on the road.
Cold and refreshing and cold at Duncan Field.
Pierre Trappers.
Yeah, that was huge for us. I think we've only won one other series leading up to that, so for us to go on the road and win.
And it's a good one taking the series there from Pierre Trappers.
Yeah, that was huge for us. I think we've only won one other series leading up to that, so for us to go on the road and win a series in a 4-game set was awesome for us.
Well, and Pierre was a team that was right even with you guys, or right below you starting that series, and so that moved them down a little bit and moved you guys up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know, just taking it game by game right now and winning the games that we should be winning, and obviously when we're not playing Fremont every day, I think we got a pretty good shot at most games we play in, and even with Fremont, when we play our best baseball, I think we're compete with anybody in the league.
Think maybe the guys are turning the corner after this road trip?
I hope so. I think we've been swinging the bats well. Our starting pitching, even when they haven't had it, have kept us in the game and eaten innings for us. And our bullpen has been throwing more strikes, and we've been able to piece together 9-inning games a lot better than we were in the last few weeks. So I think hopefully we're turning the corner.
Good outcome from JT Cafferty tonight pitching. That's good to see. That helps you out and save some arms.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously late in the summer, everyone's kind of short on arms, so if our starters can give us those kind of innings and give us quality starts, then we're going to be in a better position all the way across the summer.
Nice to see Shimashita get a couple hits the other day. Omar came into his own, got a few hits as well. Some of those bats may be coming alive. That would be a good feeling.
Yeah, I felt bad for Shimmy. He's actually swung the bat pretty well since he's been here, and he just doesn't have the numbers to show it, and hits finally started dropping for him, so hopefully keeps going the right direction.
That's kind of how it started for Omar, too, when he came. He was just contacting everybody and just not quite doing it. I noticed last homestand he was kind of pulling a little bit. Did he, on the road trip, did he kind of try to use the whole field?
Yeah, I mean, he was hitting the ball all over the park there, and he'll be gone this week, so it'll be tough without him, but we'll piece it together and we'll be all right, and hopefully he comes back and picks up where he left off.
All right, Casper here. You guys, similar type teams there, if you look at rankings and schedules and that kind of thing. Haven't seen them yet this year. Different division. What do you tell you guys going into this?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously don't know a ton about them, not playing them. Just play our game, throw strikes, play good defense, and come up with the big 2-out hits when we need them, and we'll be fine.
There you go, Manager Chandler Wagner, always gracious with interviews, and I appreciate that. Before or after the game, he always gives us a chance to chat and see what's going on in the world of Sodbuster Baseball. So, Josh Salmon along with you, voice of Sodbuster Baseball. Appreciate you guys always hanging out with me on the YouTube feed and also on the Mixler Radio. How's it going for you? Hopefully everybody had themselves a good weekend. Some storms in the area this weekend for a lot of the Grand Island and Hastings areas, and it was just kind of could have been a really bad weekend for a lot of people, but luckily it turned out where it was not. So we will come back here in a little bit. We'll take a quick break, and we'll take a look at some of the standings and some more stuff on the pregame show. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Experience, a place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers.
Downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, excited to help you find what you're looking for. From places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
It's hot. Can we get some popsicles? A lot of popsicles.
Okay, sure.
Let's go to Sam's Club. We can get some popsicles there. Plus, check out the pools on sale. Didn't Dad want to barbecue tonight?
With all those popsicles, we should get some paper towels, too.
Good idea, Mom.
I'll grab some chips. Sam's Club has something for every season.
Sam's Club, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball. Stop by before or after the game.
Along with you, Steve Stein will join me here in a little bit. He's getting the rosters and some pronunciations for us from Casper. Turned in their lineup here just a little bit ago, so we'll take a look at those lineups in a bit. Hastings, as I said, a 3 out of 4 on the road against Pierre, a 2-game win streak, which is awesome to go out and win a series on the road, especially against Pierre. That's a feather in your cap as well, because Pierre is right there with you ranked, and so you can beat them a couple games, move up a little bit, and get some confidence. I was talking to the guys down the dugout, and these guys got smiles on their faces. They feel really good after that win, and they're happy to be home. A 7-game homestand starting tonight for your Hastings Sodbusters, and these guys are happy to be here and play in front of this crowd at Duncan Field. Busters are 12 and 29 on the season, and 11.5 games back, 2-game winning streak. They're 3-7 in their last 10 games. Casper, take a look at them. Have my rankings here. Casper for the season is 11 and 28, 15 games back in the Lewis division. They are 3-7 also on their last 10 games. You look at the second half. Now, the winner of the first half was Western Nebraska in the Clark division. We look at the winner of that half. We'll play the winner of the second half. Second half here, Hastings is 4-7 with a 2-game winning streak. I mentioned that winning streak. And then on the second half for Casper, they are 3-6 with a 3-game losing streak. 3-6 in their last 10 games as well. So appreciate you guys tuning in here as we get set for for Sodbuster Baseball here from Hastings. And sorry, I'm doing a little technical stuff here as we had a technical issue over the weekend and some of our stuff broke, so we're putting some stuff together here to make it all work, but I think we will be good momentarily. Again, Josh Salmon with you. Take a look at the lineups as we come back. I also had a chance to talk to All-Star, yes, All-Star, Leif Holting, all right? Leif and 3 of the other Hastings Sodbusters made the All-Star game. They will play in Casper, Wyoming next Monday. We'll come back and relive that interview here in a moment. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
For the best in promotional videos, custom design, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
My husband and I love to live in Nebraska.
It's the good life.
We always vacation here.
Love those Nebraska state parks.
We love to eat here.
Where are you going to get a better steak?
And we love to play here, especially Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery. It has a $50,000 starting jackpot, drawing 7 days a week, and all the proceeds go back to our state.
Hey, honey, this weekend, let's buy some Nebraska Pick 5 tickets, go to a state park, and grill some steaks.
Like our first date.
I'm no amateur.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey, you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
5 Points Bank of Hastings, safe, strong, and growing. Back in September of 2000, we opened for business at 4th and St. Joe with a staff of 5. Now we have 3 banking locations, over 45 employees, and have grown to become the largest locally owned bank in Hastings.
Since our opening, we've listened to you and responded by providing high-quality customer service, new banking technology, and provided support to many community organizations. We appreciate your support and look forward to continuing as the better bank in Hastings.
Time out! Time out! Smith, we only need 1 more out. Do you think you have enough energy?
I'm exhausted and it's hot out here. I'm thinking about enjoying that nice, cool air conditioning I have at home.
Oh yeah, you've talked about Ruts Heating and AC, the #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska for over 45 years.
Yeah, now. I have enough for 1 more batter, Coach.
Smith, go finish this thing so we can all go home and cool off. Visit rutsheatingandair.com. Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Salmon along with you as we are set for some baseball here in a little bit. We'll talk lineups. First, I had a chance to visit with All-Star Leif Holting. He and 3 other Hastings Sodbusters will be traveling to Casper, Wyoming to play in the All-Star game next Monday, and Leif said he was very honored to be chosen.
All right, here with Leif
Holting, and Leif got chose to go to the All-Star game on Monday. A pretty good honor there for you, Leif.
Yeah, it's a real honor, and I'm glad the hard work has paid off, and it's all worth it now. So
It'd be nice to have the other guys with you as well, Trevor and Cole and Justin.
Yeah, it'll be nice to have them tag along. It's a long trip, but it'll be fun with those guys.
Are you kind of surprised that more of your pitchers didn't make it from the Sodbusters?
I mean, I think we got a lot of really, really good guys, and I think there are some that probably deserve to make it, sure.
How's the season going for you so far? You've had a lot of good outings, a couple, bad ones. Everybody has that, but it's going good for you overall, working on your stuff?
Yeah, I've developed my changeup a lot, and still trying to get that slider down, getting it to spin right. Last outing wasn't great, but that happens. And, besides that, everything's been just clicking along.
Awesome, very good. Last road trip, you guys won 3 out of 4. That's got to be a good feeling coming off a series win there.
Yeah, I think we're just starting to click and put things together, so I think we can start to just take it day by day, game by game, and start to put stuff together like we did this weekend. So, all right.
Thanks. So there's Leif Holting, and congratulations to him, Trevor Matson, Cole Dawson, and all of our All-Stars, including Justin McGuigan as well. Those 4 guys heading to Casper for the All-Star game next week. Now looking at Casper Horse Heads on their lineup here, and the former manager of the Hastings Sodbusters is their manager as well, Scott Stover. He managed the first half of the first season for the Sodbusters. He's got pitching coach Kyle Peterson, and TJ Millstat is the hitting coach for Casper Horse Heads. Casper plays in the Lewis division, where the Sodbusters play in the Clark division. See, Expedition. We always talked about they should have a Magellan League. They get more teams. Leif Erickson. What about I don't know. Lewis and Clark. They have the Lewis and Clark, but they have Magellan. They have Columbus. You could have a Columbus division. So see what happens there. All right, but we'll get back to that another time. We'll have your lineups coming up here in a moment. Lots of other games going on in the area tonight as well, or in the league, I should say. Wheat City is at Badlands tonight. Fremont is at Sioux Falls. That should be a really good game. Source Valley hosting Pierre Trappers. Canyon County Spuds hosting Western Nebraska. And Mining City Tommyknockers are hosting Spearfish Sasquatch. We'll take a break, come back, have your lineups for you. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games. Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience, a place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
It's hot. Can we get some popsicles? A lot of popsicles.
Okay, sure.
Let's go to Sam's Club. We can get some popsicles there. Plus, check out the pools on sale. Didn't Dad want to barbecue tonight?
With all those popsicles, we should get some paper towels, too.
Good idea, Mom.
I'll grab some chips. Sam's Club has something for every season.
Sam's Club, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball. Stop by before or after the game. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
My husband husband and I love to live in Nebraska.
It's the good life.
We always vacation here.
Love those Nebraska state parks.
We love to eat here.
Where are you going to get a better steak?
And we love to play here, especially Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery. It has a $50,000 starting jackpot, drawing 7 days a week, and all the proceeds go back to our state.
Hey, honey, this weekend, let's buy some Nebraska Pick 5 tickets, go to a state park, and grill some steaks.
Like our first date.
I'm no amateur.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
5 Points Bank of Hastings, safe, strong, and growing. Back in September of 2000, we opened for business at 4th and St. Joe with a staff of 5. Now we have 3 banking locations, over 45 employees, and have grown to become the largest locally owned bank in Hastings.
Since our opening, we've listened to you and responded by providing high-quality customer service, new banking technology, and provided support to many community organizations. We appreciate your support and look forward to continuing as the better bank in Hastings.
Time out! Time out! Smith, we only need one more out. Do you think you have enough energy?
I'm exhausted and it's hot out here. I'm thinking about enjoying that nice, cool air conditioning I have at home.
Oh yeah, you've talked about Ruts Heating and AC, the #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska for over 45 years.
Yeah, now. I have enough for one more batter, Coach.
Smith, go finish this thing so we can all go home and cool off. Visit rutsheatingandair.com. Have you heard?
Welcome back to Duncan Field. Josh Salmon with you, voice of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball. Let's take a look at your lineups for the visiting Casper Horse Heads. All right, going to lead things off with, it'll be Kyler Halverson in center field. Christian Lopez at third base batting second. Ryan Callahan is your DH batting third. Preston Joy is your shortstop batting cleanup. J.J. Girardin is your second baseman batting fifth. Jake Baker's left fielder batting sixth. Brooks Browning, a fun name to say, first base batting seventh. And right fielder batting eighth is Brandon Herder. He's in right field, and Zion Springer is your catcher with Zach Small as the pitcher. Halverson, Lopez, Callahan, Joy, Girardin, Baker, Browning, Herder, Springer with pitcher Zach Small. For your Hastings Sodbusters, under manager Chandler Wagner and pitching coach Luke Bay, here's the lineup. Logan Johnstone leading things off. He'll be in center field. Cole Dawson tonight is at shortstop batting second. Trevor Matson over at third base batting third. J.T. Cafferty pitched a good one last night. We'll talk about that more later. He's your DH batting fourth. James Shimashita really started getting into his own on the road and had a good hitting streak. He is batting fifth at first base. Justin McGuigan, the all-star, batting sixth. At catcher batting seventh. Luke Solis at second base. Carson Goy in right field batting eighth. And Cameron McClure batting ninth in left field with Jacob Shaw on the hill. As we have the first pitch thrown out momentarily to be Johnstone, Dawson, Matson, Cafferty, Shimashita, McGuigan, Solis, Cahoy, McClure with Jacob Shaw on the hill. And this little guy threw it out. Boy, that was way better than the one I did earlier in the season. He had a good windup. This kid's obviously pitched before. Nice job throwing out the first pitch. Managers will exchanging lineups. And the Sodbusters running out on the field as they have some little leaguers with them as well. And, you know, Cameron McClure was over there playing catch with 4 or 5 of these kids at once, making their day. So let's do our national anthem right now here at Duncan Field.
Twilight
right, there we go. National anthem here at Duncan Field. Always have a live national anthem, which I love. That's a great thing to have. Casper Horse Heads in town, and first time these two teams have met up since 2019. Fun stuff. Yeah, should be a good time. These two teams look on paper very evenly. Let's talk about over the weekend, a couple of the games, as Jacob Shaw getting his warm-up tosses out there. The Busters went 3 and 4 on the road, winning those 3 against against Pier Trappers, and losing 1 to them, but nothing wrong with that. Winning the last 2 of the games. Busters, take a look at yesterday's box. JT Cafferty pitched yesterday. Pitched a good one, 6.2 innings, 6 2/3. Went 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, 6 strikeouts for JT. Then Manny Herrera came in and pitched an inning and a third. A walk 2, struck out 1, and then Jacob Schroeder came in and pitched 1 inning, struck out 1, and allowed 1 hit. All right, you look at the batting for the Hastings Sodbusters. Omar Jackson, who's not with the team this week, by the way. He'll be back, but not with the team. He had 4 hits in yesterday's game. James Shimashita really started getting in his zone. He had 3 out of 4 yesterday, and Nick Carlson was behind the dish. He had 2 out of 4 yesterday for the guys. Lots of some stolen bases as well. Omar had 1. Ian Riley had 1. That's his 10th. Omar's 17th. And Jackson Rocha had 1 as well. So, good one there for the Busters, as Jacob Shaw getting the start here for Hastings. Beautiful night for some baseball. 7 games in a row, Hastings is home. If you didn't make this one, we'll forgive you, but try to make it out to the next one. There's plenty of chances for you to do some Hastings Sodbuster baseball this weekend. There's plenty of family moments and times for you to come out and just take it all in and enjoy the baseball. So Jacob Shaw, give you some numbers here on Jacob getting the start. A lot of times he's been used out of the bullpen, but getting the start tonight. As JT went last night, 6 innings. It was good to see give some bullpen some arms and that kind of thing. So Jacob Shaw, this is his first start of the season. He's gone 14 and a third innings. ERA is 5.02. Win-loss is 1-0. He does have I thought he had a save. He doesn't have any saves. He has allowed 6 earned runs and 5 walks and 16 strikeouts. There's the first pitch coming up, and this is Kyler Halverson. Pitch on the way, righty versus righty, and is in there for a strike. Same umpires we had in the last series. Kyler Halverson, Christian Lopez, and Ryan Callahan due up here for Casper Horse Heads. And 2 strikes right away there from Jacob Shaw. Casper wearing all gray. They have blue helmets with some orange trim, orange in the armpit area, and their Horsehead logo on the front. Busters wearing their gold. That one's fouled off first base side. With the white pinstripe pants, green socks, and their Oakland A-looking hats with the B's on the front. I'm wearing my Hastings Sodbuster Trucker hat with the H on the front. It's a mesh hat. You can buy them here. That would hit the first. Shimashita on the in-between hop, grabs it, runs over to first. 1 up, 1 down for Casper here in the first. So Christian Lopez comes up. He's the third baseman. As we're underway at Duncan Field. 81 degrees, winds at only, get this, 3 miles an hour. So not pulling very hard at all. And we're fine with that, right? I think we're okay with that. That one, a ball. Appreciate you tuning in. If you're listening in Casper as well, hello. They didn't bring a broadcaster with them, so more than welcome to tune in here. Strike in there to Lopez. That's Christian Lopez. 48 for 127 on the season, batting .377, 1 home run, 31 RBIs. Jacob Shaw's 1-1 offering is in there for a strike. Jacob coming out firing strikes. Coach Wagner was so happy with his guys over the weekend, big smile on his face. And the guys had a good mojo going in the dugout today as well. It's happy to win a series and win 3-4. That one smacked right back up the middle, past everybody. And the leadoff hitter, the hitter is on here for Casper. So it brings up Ryan Callahan. Callahan, the DH. 270 batting average. He's played 35 games, 122 at-bats. He has only 1 home run, 17 RBIs. Struck out 22 times, though. Left-handed batter. Runner on first, one down here in the first inning. That one misses inside for a ball. Buster's home for 7 games in a row. No excuses for you to not come out to the ballpark. Thursday night's game will be at Ryder Park in Grand Island, which is a Legion field. So could be some long balls there. It could be a fun one. 2-0 here to Ryan Callahan. Runner standing on first is Christian Lopez for Casper. Buster's taking on Casper tonight, tomorrow. Then the Sioux Falls Sunfish Wednesday and Thursday. And then back to Casper again for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That one fly to left field. No, it's going to fall in for a hit as Cameron McClure throws it in. I thought maybe that was going to be caught, but just kind of died with no wind. And so 2 hits in a row here after Jacob Shaw retired the first batter on a ground out. With a left-handed batter, this brings up Preston Joy, the shortstop. Joy, 232 hitter. 1 home run, 12 RBIs. He has played in 21 games. Not your stereotypical cleanup hitter if you look at his stats. It's not really great numbers for a cleanup hitter. And the off-speed pitch fell off the table there, swung and missed on Joy. So Christian Lopez stands on second. He's singled. And Ryan Callahan stands on first. Singled as well. 2 hits this inning. 1 out for Casper. Top of the first, no score. Jacob Shaw gets a sign from his catcher, Justin McGuigan. The 0-1 coming up and swung on and missed on that one. 0-2. Major League Baseball home run derby going on tonight. I'd like to see Salvador Perez do good. Nate thinks Shohei Ohtani is going to be good. I think it's going to be Trey Mancini. It's usually the guy you least expect. He has such a good story with his cancer recovery and coming back, and I'd like to see him win it as well, if Salvi can't. But I always have to cheer for National League guys as well, so we'll have to see. Juan Soto's in there. Fernando Tatis Jr. turned down the opportunity, and I don't blame him. A lot of times it messed up a guy's swing. 1-2 here from Jacob Shaw to Preston Joy. Joy's the shortstop for Casper. Jacob triple checks his runners. And that one hit to first. Past the diving first baseman Shimashita. And the play going to be at the plate. Yes, they're going to go for it and send the runner, and the throw is going to be short. 1-0 Casper. Shimashita went diving, best effort he could towards second base. And very shallow in right field. Carson Cahoy came up firing, but his throw was short. It didn't look like at first he was going to throw it to home. It looked like he was maybe going to go to the cutoff and didn't get everything on it because he's got a better arm than that. That was shallow right field. Throw was short, and the runner came home to score. 1-0 Casper. 3 hits in a row here for the Horseheads. Brings up J.J. Girardin. Girardin takes the pitch outside strike corner. Maybe that was going to be outside, but got the call. No Omar Jackson this week. He'll be back with the team after this week for a few days. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. I did see Rand Sanders sighting in the dugout. He is back. Fouled on the first base side and into the parking lot. It goes 1-2. So Jacob's doing a good job of getting ahead of the batters here. He just can't finish them off. And they're finding gaps. Huge gap on the right side. Big gap on the left side as well, as bases have runners on first and second. Matson playing close to the line at third. A ginormous gap between short and third. And about the same size gap between second and first, as neither player holding runners on. That one flat out first base side and out of play by the concession stand and out of the park, close to where I parked over there. So we do the 0-2 again. Jacob Hastings native here. Looking for the sign from Justin McGuigan. Justin always very friendly. I was down there going to get an interview from Coach. He says, "Hey, man, how's it going?" I said, "Good, Justin. How are you?" He says, Can't be bad. And didn't quite get the call on that one. That was a close one. Ball and 2 strikes. Jake Baker coming up. 1-0 Casper. 3 hits in a row. Jacob Shaw retired the first batter, and then Lopez, Callahan, and Joy have all scored. Joy with the RBI. Lopez scored the run. You have Callahan and Joy on bases right now, second and first respectively. Swung on and missed, got him on the off-speed pitch. Have a seat, J.J. Girardin. First strikeout of the game for Jacob Shaw. So Jake Baker comes up. Baker, left-handed batter. 31 of 104 for the season, 298 batting average, no home run, 15 RBIs. Jake from Lawrence, Kansas. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, 1-0 Casper. First pitch outside for a ball. Josh Salmon with you, Nate Miller to my right. We'll have Steve Stein on a little bit later. I think Brian Fru's going to jump over and join me as well tonight. Should be a good time. 7 games here in a row for the Sodbusters. Plenty of chances for you to get out and enjoy some baseball. A beautiful night tonight for a game. That one gets the strike. Good slider there from Jacob. Using a lot of his pitches there, trying some different things out. To Jake Baker. Baker, an outfielder. Have him listed as an infielder, but he's actually playing outfield. Goes to University of Kansas. That one hit the first. Yamashita will get it. Toss it over to Jacob Shaw covering, and Shaw will get the out. They leave 2 runners on base. 1 run in, 3 hits. And as I said, 2 left on, 1-0 Casper. Your Hastings Sodbusters coming up in the bottom of the first from Duncan Field. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Imagine visiting a place with historic housing districts, beautiful parks, and strolling through downtown shops. No, it isn't a fairy tale. It's Hastings, Nebraska. The Adams County Visitors Bureau invites you to experience Hastings. From bird watching to the Aqua Court Water Park to taking in a Sodbusters baseball game at historic Duncan Field. It all starts with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. What would a visit be without great eats? Hastings has plenty for all cravings. Start exploring at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Welcome back to Duncan Field as Casper is able to put 1 on the board. Josh Salmon back with you. Here, Nate Miller running the engineering part of the broadcast as we have Scott Kalusha base coaching first tonight and manager Chandler Wagner base coaching third. For the Sodbusters, the lineup looks a little different tonight. It's going to be Logan Johnstone, Cole Dawson, and Trevor Matson. Thanks for tuning in here. Beautiful night for baseball. Duncan Field, 81 degrees, winds at only 3 miles per hour. Perhaps they look a little faster than that, maybe 5. Other games going on in the area. We have Fremont at Sioux Falls, Pierre at Soares Valley, Western Nebraska at Canyon County, Spearfish at Mining City, and Wheat City at Badlands. So Logan Johnstone leading things off here for the Busters. Bottom of the first, down 1-0. Not a bad deficit at all. 2:08 for Logan. First pitch called a strike. Los Gatos, California. Starting center field tonight for Logan. Coy moving over to right. Very versatile outfielder for Coy. He can play anywhere. He's just happy to be in the lineup. So I got him fouled to the first base side. I was talking to Carson and Rand Sanders, 2 Grand Island guys down the dugout earlier, and they're very excited about Thursday's game at Ryder Park. They spent a lot of years of baseball playing there in their Legion days. So that should be a fun one. Join us out at Legion Ryder Park in Grand Island if you can. Strike 3 looking on 3 pitches, and Logan Johnstone's down. Busters have their first out of the first inning, brings up Cole Dawson. Dawson, one of 4 All-Stars, as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast. Cole batting .319, well-deserved. Deserves to be on the All-Star team. Busters playing really well the last few games. Cole drops down a bunt, doesn't quite get it. He rarely misses that, but that one bounced back. He bunts, one of the best bunters I've ever seen. He was 0 for 4 in yesterday's game, but that's not a typical night for Cole Dawson. Casper Horse Heads also have 4 All-Stars on their team. Jake Wright, he's a pitcher. Eric Arado's the second baseman. Ryan Callahan is the third baseman. Christian Lopez they have listed as the third baseman as well. Congratulations to those guys from Casper Horse Heads. They'll be making the trip along with our 4 guys to Casper, Wyoming. Those guys don't have to go very far, do they? 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Hastings down 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Lots of ones over the place. So foul ball there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Casper Horse Heads in the last 7 days have been batting only .251. Had 29 RBIs, 1 home run in that time. Struck out 51 times, though. That's a lot in 7 days. Swung on and missed, and 2 strikeouts here as Cole Dawson goes fishing. And 2 strikeouts for Zach Small. Busters. 2 out, 2 up, 2 out for Hastings. Hastings in the last 7 days, batting .285, 55 strikeouts. Again, not great, but 6 home runs in the last 7 days. 42 RBIs, 38 walks, 68 hits. Trevor Matson, 1-0 here to Trevor. Playing third base tonight. He'll go to the All-Star game. Not sure if he's going to play first or third there. Maybe a little bit of both. He'll be happy to make the All-Star game. They're from Riverside, California. Loves the Angels. Probably pulling for Ohtani tonight in the Home Run Derby for Major League Baseball. I'm sure I didn't get a chance to talk to Trevor about it before the game. I saw him down there and I forgot to ask him. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Hastings trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. That pitch misses outside, goes to 3-1. Trevor with a good eye here at the plate. Zach Small, who's not small, by the way, taller kid out there, kicks and delivers, and it's ball 4. So first walk given up by Small. And brings up JT Cafferty. Cafferty, big night pitching last night for the Busters, did a good job. Currently, JT batting .278 on the season. Of course, hails from Hastings, one of the local guys. Going in there for a strike. He's asking where that was. Kind of what I'm asking, too. I'm sorry, it's Jacob Small. I've been calling him Zach. It's Jacob Small. I apologize. Jacob Small. University of Maine. He's 6'1". He looks a little taller than that. 190, probably because he's thin, the pitcher. He's from New Jersey. 0-2 here, working quickly, is Jacob Small. Matson leading off first. He'll steal occasionally. Busters need some base runners right now, so probably won't go, but we'll see what Chandler Wagner has up his short sleeves. Doesn't send him. That pitch way outside. And it goes 1-2 here to JT. If JT should be able to reach, James Shimashita, who's really been playing well lately, will come up to bat next. 1-0 our score. Casper able to put one on in the top of the inning. Here we are, bottom of the first. Swung on and missed, and the side is retired with 1 left on base. No hits, no runs, 1 left on. 1-0 our score. Casper leading. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Second inning coming back after a word from Sam's Club.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back as Busters strike out the side, is leaving a runner on base. Josh Salmon back with you as Brian Frew joins me here. Got enough cord there, Brian?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, there we go. So, guys, had a 3-4 on the road. That's a great road trip. I mean, Chandler very happy, and the guys very happy down there in the dugout, and they should be. Played some good ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I think even that one game we lost, we put up a good fight. I think we got down 7-2 early, and then came back and only lost 7-5. So, guys played well on the road, which was nice to see.
So good to take it from Pierre as well, who's right below you in the standings coming into that series. And so now they move down a little bit. And as Chandler said, you don't really look at standings too much. Obviously he does, but it's take it game by game. And this is an important series as well, as all are from here on out.
Yeah, I think we have to probably win every series. And if we just have a goal of winning every series, I think we'll be in good shape. Shaw throws a nice little breaking. Shaw's got a great breaking ball. So 0-1 now. He starts off with a breaking ball to lead off the second inning.
Jake Baker, Browning, and Herder up here. Brian's going to do some play-by-play.
Swing and a miss on an inside. Looked like a changeup. So, beer batter's up. So we got 2 strikes on the beer batter here.
Always a good feeling.
Yeah, and I think if I were Shaw, I'd probably spike a curveball here, see if you can get him chasing one. Throws a nice little breaking ball off the outside part of the plate for ball 1, but I felt like that was a pretty well spotted pitch right there for Shaw. So 1-2 coming up with Shaw bringing the 1-2 here. Breaking ball inside. Oh, it just misses. Didn't break enough, but nice pitch. I don't think Shaw's thrown this guy a fastball yet, which I'm all right with. Shaw throws good off-speed stuff. He can sneak a fastball by you from time to time, but here comes the 2-2. Fastball, jams him. Gosh, I thought that hit off his leg, but he ran to jam job. I wouldn't be surprised if that broke the bat. Didn't hit it very hard, but Dawson makes a nice 6-3 put out to Shimashita for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, one down there.
Oh, that was Mattson at third base making play?
Mattson's over there at third, yep.
Yeah, Mattson's playing third base today, obviously. Most of the time at first base, but he actually plays a pretty good third base. I think he's probably played 10 to 12 games over at third base, done a good job.
Good athlete.
Shows bunt. Misses outside with the pitch. There's a fastball from Shaw. I think the one he saw the guy off on was a fastball also, but here comes Shaw with a 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to Shimmy. Easy 3 unassisted put out for out number 2.
That was Herder. That was retired. Brings up Springer now, the catcher. Springer from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Zion Springer. I like the name. How about that moss? Got some crazy moss going on there under the hat.
Yeah, my mom made the comment that she thought it was a girl playing, but
oh wow.
And I don't mean that disparaging.
Right.
He's just got nice hair.
Yeah.
Fastball right on the outside part of the plate for strike number 1.
7 games in a row. It's going to be fun. Guys are happy to be home.
Yeah, and it's also interesting. We played Casper 2 times, then Casper goes elsewhere. Curveball, ground ball to third base, looked like a foul ball. Foul ball. We play Casper 2 times at home here, and then they go to Fremont, I believe, for a couple games, and then they come back to Duncan Field for another 3-game series over the weekend. So that'll be that's an interesting road trip for them. It makes a lot of sense. They'll just head right down I-80 back to Fremont, and on their way home, they'll stop and play us for another 3-game set. Here comes the 0-2 from Shaw. Shakes off once. Timeout in the box, and again, I'm not sure what Shaw's going to go with, but I would guess it's something soft and away. Fastball inside is lifted to center field, but not deep. Logan's got a beat on it. Out number 3. Fly out to center. That was a quick inning there, Josh.
I like those. We'll be right back. Brian will do some more play-by-play for you as we have a word here from Ruts Automotive. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters Baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
The meadowlark says. The turkey says. The squirrel says. The Nebraska Lottery says.
Enter your non-winning $5 Nebraska State Park Centennial Scratch tickets for a chance to win a 2-night stay at a Nebraska State Park, $2,021 in cash, and more. It's the Nebraska Lottery's Great Outdoors Getaway Promotion. The lawyers say. Promotion runs through June 8th, 2021. Top prize odds 1 in 80,000.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey, you're at...
Welcome back to Duncan Field. Josh Salmon along with you as we get ready for Shimashita coming up. It'll be James Shimashita, Justin McGuigan, and Luke Solis against Jacob Small. Jacob, second inning of work. James Shimashita pops it up third base side and hit 3 hits in yesterday's game against Pierre. Coach Wagner said he's really had some good swings since becoming a sodbuster. Just hadn't had a hit for a while. Went on the road and started hitting the ball, so hopefully he found his groove thing. Here's the 0-1 coming up from Jacob Small, the right-hander. Delivers, and Shimashita swinging on that one as well. And they'll give it to Small. He throws strikes. The guy comes in and throws strikes. So 11 strikes, 6 balls, 17 pitches total. 2 in this at bat to Shimashita. Buster's got a walk in the first and haven't been able to do much since. Didn't do anything with it. Left him there. It's 1-2 here to James Shimashita. Justin McGuigan, Luke Solis due up next. Pitch on the way. Chopper to second. Should be an easy play for Guerrero. And there's 2 down. There's going to be 1 down here. Ground out to second base. Justin McGuigan come up, the all-star. So Justin, Plainfield, Illinois is where he's from, and what a good ball player, good head on his shoulders. Nice young man, always friendly with me. A little bit of a little mustache goatee going on for him as well now. Righty versus righty. Small kicks and delivers. That one upstairs. Fastball misses up high. So let's do up next. Luke getting the start at second base. Cole back to his natural position at short. Both those guys have good hands on the infield. Small gets the sign from his catcher, Springer, and that one over the outside corner. Have a tailing fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 Casper. Top of the second inning here. Trains go by Duncan, part of the ambiance. And, I was going to say, late strike on that one. That looked pretty good from up here. To McGuigan. Buster's playing in Grand Island at Ryder Park. Look it up if you don't know what it is. West North Front Street. And should be a fun one there. Down the little looper to right center field. Is anybody going to get there? And the right fielder comes over. It didn't quite hang up long. It hung up too long is the problem. I thought that thing was going to fall, and so did Justin. And there's 2 down here. There's a fly out to right field. Nice play out there by Herder. So it brings up Luke Solis, second baseman. Luke from Chino Hills, California. Buster's looking for their first hit in the game here against Jacob Small. Pitching a good game for Casper. That one buckles and makes him move out of the plate. Late movement on that thing. Should that be an Uncle Splitty? You have a splitter out there? A lot of times the guys will buckle like that, and then the ball goes right across the middle of the plate on the splitter. Here's the 0-1. That one inside and high. 1-1 here to Luke Solis. Luke going to go to UC San Diego. And that one in there for a strike. Also going to UC San Diego is Johnstone. Luke and Johnstone. I take it back. He goes to Gonzaga. It's going to be Hallback is going to go there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1-0 Casper. Bottom of the second here. Buster's hoping for their first hit. The crowd here trying to get a little rally going with 2 outs. Down third base line. Third baseman comes up with the ball, fires across the diamond, not going to be in time. Nice effort there by Lopez. Boy, heck of a play by the all-star third baseman. He made the all-star team as well. Come up with it, but He was just too far in the hole, and most third basemen would put that thing in his pocket. He tried to throw. So with 2 outs, Busters do get their first batter, and Luke Solis on base. First hit, I should say. Carson Gahoy comes up. He's very excited about playing at his home park, if you would say. He played a lot of Legion ball there and a lot of baseball over his years at Ryder Park on Thursday. Carson batting .250 on the season. Down outside for ball 1. Busters have stolen 11 bases in the last 7 games. I like the aggressiveness, making things happen. Chandler Wagner likes to do that. Throw to first and run his back. Carson Cahoy at the plate. That one in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1-0 is our score. Casper with the lead. Busters have a runner on first. Carson up here. Pitch on the way from Jacob Small. That one fouled off first base side. And we'll go to 1 and 2. Carson didn't play in yesterday's game. Didn't play in game number 2 of Saturday either. So Carson Cahoy, 1 and 2 here. To the right fielder. That one fouled back. Do the 1-2 again. In the last 7 days, Carson Cahoy batting .313. He's had 5 hits and 16 at-bats. 2 RBIs, and 2 of those 5 hits have been doubles. One of those would be nice right here. Leading off at first, there's Luke Solis. Runner does go. Swung on and missed by the batter, and it retires the side, and the Busters leave another on base. So they get 1 hit and no runs, leave 1 on. At the end of 2, it is 1-0. This is a quick game going here in Hastings. We'll be right back. This is Sodbuster Baseball. We'll hear a word from Graham Tire.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey you, your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
Welcome back to Sodbuster Baseball. Josh Salmon, Steve Stein, and Nate Miller as got his 4th strikeout. There's Jacob Small to end the inning, and with your play-by-play here in the inning is Steve Stein.
Thank you very much, Josh, as it has been a really good performance for Small the first couple of innings, as he has looked really tough with his slider in particular, and it's now going to be the Casper Horse Heads batting in the 3rd. Top of the order, it's Kyler Halverson, the center fielder. He grounded out to first his first time up. The difference in this game, the RBI single from Preston Joy with 1 out in the 1st. That's the lone run of the game as the Horseheads strung together back-to-back-to-back hits to get a run in the 1st against Jacob Shaw. Shaw, the right-hander, winds and delivers. Big swing, no contact for Halverson. No balls and 1 strike here in the visiting half of inning number 3 for Jacob Shaw. He comes into this inning with 34 pitches thrown. And his 0-1 pitch is right there. So quickly 2 strikes on Halverson with Lopez and Callahan also to bat this inning for the Casper Horseheads. 0-2 delivery on the way. Swing and a miss at 1 of the dirt. McGuigan picks it up, throws to first. Yamashita makes the grab there. And they complete the strikeout 2nd of the game for Jacob Shaw as we bat in the top half of inning number 3. The Casper Horseheads lead at 1-0.
Good stuff moving out there tonight. His breaking stuff.
As Christian Lopez singled and scored the lone run of the game for the Casper Horse Heads back in inning number 1. Right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher Shaw, and the delivery. Take it across on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike on Christian Lopez. 1-0. Horseheads on top of the Hastings Sodbusters here in inning number 3. Duncan Field, side of the next 3 games, and to play a game in Grand Island on Thursday. The pitch is fouled away. Quickly 2 strikes. Casper in town for 2 games. Then it'll be Sioux Falls for a couple of games. 1 here in Hastings and 1 at Ryder Park in Grand Island on Thursday. A little different dimensions. Could see some balls flying out of there, particularly if we get that south wind as the pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Christian Lopez here in inning number 3.
Yeah, it could be fun over there at Duncan Field. Let me tell you, at Ryder Park Thursday.
It's Duncan Field, much more spacious than Ryder Park, and like I say, this time of year is the big swing, no contact. Shaw with a couple of strikeouts to begin the inning, and he's really settled in after battling through the first. After the 3 straight singles, he is now retired 7 in a row, and will face Ryan Callahan, who singled his first time up.
Good pitching here for Jacob, and first start of the year for him. It kind of surprised me. He's been used out of the bullpen primarily.
And he's going to look like he's going to need a good one today, with Small really look like he's in the zone for Casper here to begin this one. Interestingly enough, it's not 2 of the better pitching staffs in terms of numbers on the season, but baseball is such a game of game-by-game stats. Casper actually has the worst ERA in the league at 7.89, but you get one guy coming out there and throwing well, team ERA doesn't mean a whole lot, particularly at Duncan Field, where probably a little more spacious than Casper's used to playing it. Casper, the site of the Expedition League All-Star game next week. 2-1 delivery on the way. And that pitch is just a little bit low. 3-1 to Ryan Callahan, left-handed hitting designated hitter for the Horseheads.
Last 7 days of pitching for the Sodbusters, they've faced 56 innings. They have struck out 46 batters.
3-1. The count, the pitch. Hard hit, but foul down the first base line. It's now 3-2. As the Sodbusters defensively, McGuigan doing the catching today. James Shimashita is at first base. Second base, Luke Solis with Cole Dawson getting a start at short today. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. So Shaw striking out the side here in the top half of the third. And he works a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom half of inning number 3. It's still 1-0 Casper. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
You to deposit checks from your smartphone or tablet with our free business banking app. And never pay for an ATM charge again with our MoneyPass app. It maps out ATMs near you that won't charge a fee because of its partnership with 5 Points Bank. We're here to serve you in person and online, and that's why we're the better bank.
Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Insides Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
Head to the home half of inning number 3. It'll be Cameron McClure, Logan Johnstone, and Cole Dawson to bat for the Sodbusters against the right-hander Jacob Small, as Small has looked really tough through the first couple of innings, as he has had a really filthy slider and has done a nice job. Ended up striking out the side in the first, got his 4th strikeout of the game to end the second inning. See if Cam McClure can get it going here for the Hastings Sodbusters. He's had a decent summer so far, .260 his batting average.
Cameron playing catch with some of the little leaguers before the game. That was cool. 4 or 5 kids over there playing catch with him.
19 out of 73 on the year as he stands in the right-handed box. And Cameron McClure will be the first guy. And looks like Small was distracted by the train a little bit. He waits, and McClure now steps out as we will reset here. 3 doubles and a triple this season. 7 RBIs for McClure and 14 runs scored. He's ready to go. Small's ready to go. And the pitch swung on and missed. Blew it by him for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike on Cameron McClure for the Hastings Sodbusters.
Small just throws strikes. He just come out and that's what he does.
That for a very quick-moving game and fun baseball so far. 1-0 Casper on top of Hastings, and the 0-1 delivery off speed stays a little bit high. 1-1 on Cameron McClure for the Hastings Sodbusters. McClure in the right-handed box against the right-handed pitcher as the delivery is on the way. That pitch is taken outside, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on Cameron McClure. McClure, pre-med major out of St. Edward's University from the Woodlands in Texas.
Oh, yeah, the Woodlands. We talked about that.
Bouncing ball up the middle. Second baseman's got it. Throw to first in time. Throw is a little bit offline, but a nice play by the first baseman to save his second baseman an error. 4-3 on the putout as the throw came from Gerardin and caught by Brooks Browning. Back to the top of the order, it's going to be Logan Johnstone, who struck out his first time up against Shaw. Shaw striking out 4 of the 9 Sodbusters first time through the order.
Boy, look at the ERA of Small coming into this game, 5.04, but that's deceiving. 2-3 record. He's really throwing strikes.
And like say 5-4, his ERA probably one of the better on the Casper team, as the bouncing ball right side is going to be picked up cleanly, and stepping on the bag is Brooks Browning, 2 up, 2 down. I mentioned the fact that their team ERA well over 7. As Cole Dawson stands in, he was also a strikeout victim, so I guess the good news is maybe starting to at least get some contact against Small, who will work to Dawson for the second time. Dawson's been among the team leaders throughout the season in hitting, .319 coming into today. Cole Dawson watches the first pitch go by for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Cole Dawson.
The All-Stars on this team?
4 of them, as the All-Star game is next week in Casper. 0-1 delivery, and the off-speeder is inside for a ball. Trevor Matson who bats next. Also an All-Star for this squad, as the pitch is on the way, and that's outside. It goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Justin McGuigan also in the lineup as an all-star and a starting pitcher who picked up a win over the weekend. Good to see Leif Holting get a victory, even though by his standards didn't really throw that well, gave up a lot of runs, but that's baseball. Sometimes you can come out and throw really well, not get any run support, and he had a lot of no decisions this year. That day, gave up quite a few runs, but got some run support behind him and picked up the win. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cole Dawson. He stands in the right-handed box, and Small looks in at his catcher, shakes off the first sign, and now he's set to go. Looking to set down the third Sodbuster of this inning, and it's a pop-up, and it will be a 1-2-3 inning, as taking care of that one with no problem is Brooks Browning, the first baseman. So the Sodbusters very quiet here in inning number 3. It is a pop-up to the first baseman, and it remains 1-0 Casper on top of Hastings. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience, a place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games. Working our way into this 4th inning in a quick-moving Monday night here in Hastings. Sodbusters trail Casper by a score of 1-0. The Horseheads going to be batting their 3, 4, and 5 hitters, as Jacob Shaw's done a nice job after giving up 3 hits in the first inning. Since that time, he has set down 8 in a row, and he'll face J.J. Girardin, Jake Baker, and Brooks Browning. Casper Horse Heads coming into today's play at 3-6 in the second half. They are 4th place in the Lewis division. The Hastings Sodbusters moving out of the cellar in the Clark division with that 3-4 series win against Pierre. They're now 4-7. Pierre is 2-8 in the second half standings. Sioux Falls, the leader in the second half so far, at 8-2. They are going to be here Wednesday and then playing in Grand Island on Thursday. As we see Preston Joy bat for Casper. Joy, the shortstop. It's Joy, Girardin, and Baker up here in inning number 4. Preston Joy stands in, singled and drove in a run his first time, and takes ball 1 ball and no strikes on Preston Joy.
You look at the last 10 games or so, he's only had 1 hit per game except for the one on June 27th against Spuds. So not your stereotypical cleanup hitter.
1-0 delivery is missing. 2 balls and no strikes on Preston Joy out of Georgia State from Roswell, Georgia. Stands in the left-handed box, and the 2-0 delivery from Shaw misses for ball 3. 3-0 the count on Preston Joy. It's spelled J-O-Y-E, but pronounced Joy. 3-0 delivery on the way from Shaw, and that misses. It's a 4-pitch walk. One thing Shaw's done very well today is keep it in the zone. That is the first walk of the day issued by Jacob Shaw. Did have 4 strikeouts in his pitch counts. He'll be throwing his 50th, just through his 50th there for the Hastings Sodbusters, and this will be J.J. Girardin. Girardin struck out his first time up, stands the right-handed box. See how Casper plays it as they have a leadoff man aboard for the first time in the game. 1-0, Horseheads on top. First pitch is missing for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. His former Sodbuster coach Scott Stover directing this Casper Horsehead squad. He's the head coach at Solano, California Community College. 1-0 delivery on the way. Misses for ball 2, so Shaw has yet to throw a strike here in inning number 4. Just rolled through the second and third innings, but has yet to find himself here in the 4th. 6 straight balls to open the inning, and this one is struck well. Headed toward left field, a long run for Carson Cahoy. He will make it on the run, right over on the foul line. Brings the throw in, and they will not try to throw back to first. Good hustle for Joy. And
Cameron McClure was in left field.
Cameron McClure, sorry about that.
Yeah,
and so good job for McClure in left as Cahoy is playing right field.
They switched him on you, Steve. Usually it's the opposite way.
Yep, in my head. Just I have to look at the lineup. So good job for McClure to make that running catch right over on the line. And Joy hustles back into first base to avoid the double play. Here's Jake Baker, 1 on and 1 out, throw over, and back in is Joy.
Yeah, Cameron had a long run over there in left field to make that thing. He was playing pretty much straightaway left, and on his horse, caught it.
Runner at first, 1 out, 1-0 to score. Casper on top as the pitch is taken outside for a ball. Jake Baker and Brooks Browning expected to bat here in inning number 4 after Joy had the leadoff walk, and a fine play for Cameron McClure out in left to take away extra bases from J.J. Girardin. Off-speeder across for a strike, 1-1 the count on Jake Baker.
Well, he's really had good off-speed stuff. Once he finds his zone, he did in the first couple innings, and starting to get back into that groove here is Jacob Shaw.
Baker from Lawrence, Kansas, and he stayed right close to home as he's going to the University of Kansas. Shaw, 1-1 delivery. Took something off of that one, and a big swing, no contact for Baker's down to the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Not a big stealing base throw over at first base Joy. He's only stolen 2 today, so, I mean, you look him back, but not a huge stolen base threat over there. They're up 1-0, so they probably wouldn't send a runner. But
as a team, 48 stolen bases coming into today. Sodbusters at 62. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch inside. Almost got a piece of Baker, and he takes ball 2, 2-2 the count. Joy at first. 1 out. Casper leads it 1-0 on the strength of a first-inning RBI single from the guy at first, Preston Joy. 2-2 the count, 1 out. Jacob Shaw shakes off the first sign of Justin McGuigan, all-star catcher. And pitch is flared to left field. McClure not going to get there this time, and there will be runners at first and second with 1 out after the single from Jake Baker. So Baker didn't get a whole lot of it, but just took it down the left field line. And now there are runners at first and second with Brooks Browning coming to the plate.
So Casper, after 2 games here, Steve, will head to Fremont and then back here. But right now, Fremont and Sioux Falls tied 0-0 after 3. I didn't think Fremont ever went 3 innings without scoring.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Sioux Falls is the real deal here in the second half, playing really well as they beat Fremont yesterday 3-2.
Wow.
Pitch is outside, and you know they're winning in Fremont, win that game in Fremont, and hold that team to 2 runs in Fremont. That was pretty big news. So a great second half story so far for Sioux Falls, who will make a 2-game trip here on Wednesday and Thursday. 1-0 delivery misses, 2-0 the count now on Brooks Browning. 2 on, 1 out for Casper in inning number 4. They lead it 1-0. Pretty important part of the ball game. The way Small is going for Casper. Want to keep this Casper team in shouting distance, trying to get out of this with minimal damage, and working himself into a bit of a pickle here with a walk, a single, and now a 3-0 count on Brooks Browning.
4 hits given up by Jacob Shaw in the game, just the 1 run, though. A little bit of a sticky situation, as you said.
Browning, D2 player from Regis University in Denver. Pitch taken for a strike, 3-1 the count on Browning. Browning from Glen Rock, Wyoming.
Batting a $185 coming into this game.
1-0 a score, 1 run, 4 hits now for the Horse Heads. No runs, 1 hit for Hastings. 3-1 delivery. Swinging a foul ball. 3-2 the count now on Brooks Browning.
Outfield playing very shallow out there from left to right, as you have McClure, Johnstone, and Cahoy, as Justin McGuigan walks the ball back up to his pitcher and says a little something.
3-2 the count here, first and second. I mentioned the Sioux Falls win over Fremont. The score of the night in the Expedition League, Canyon County put up 12 runs and got beat by 11.
Oh.
Spearfish 23, Canyon County 12 last night. 3-2 delivery on the way. Off speed stays high, and they're loaded up for the Casper Horse Heads. So 2 walks and a single in the inning to go along with a line out, and here's Brandon Herder, a chance to do some major damage, batting in the 8th spot for the Casper Horse Heads. Left-handed hitter up there, and Shaw takes a walk off the mound. Will get back atop the mound now, and there's going to be a visit to the mound. Luke Bay is not here today, so he is attending a draft party, and so he is not here. And that means the head coach, Chandler Wagner, is going to be making the mound visits, and that also means that Scott Galusha is playing the role of assistant coach and first base coach here today when the Sodbusters are batting.
Yeah, Scott likes to do it occasionally. He doesn't want to do it all the time. He's coached for years and years and years at different levels, but definitely he'll help out here, and that's awesome. That's got to be a fun thing for Luke to attend.
Yeah.
A draft party? Wow.
1-0 the score as Luke, the graduate assistant at Kansas State, of course Chandler, a volunteer assistant at the University of Kansas. Jayhawks and Wildcats coming together here in Nebraska to help coach the Hastings Sodbusters. Kumbaya. It's all, we all get together here.
Sure.
And all get along.
Happy, joy.
Mm-hmm.
One of those deals.
And that is the neat thing about summer baseball. Sometimes you are playing with some of the rivals you played against during the fall and spring. Big spot in the game, and the pitch is inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Brandon Herder up there with a big opportunity. He grounded to first his first time up. Sodbusters would take that again, particularly with Shimashita playing in on the grass. Maybe a chance to bring that throw home. Get the force play there. Line drive back up the middle. That's headed to center field. 1 run will score. Here comes a second run home. Johnstone brings the throw, and this is going to be cut off. It's an RBI single for Brandon Herder. Casper has taken a 2-0 lead as Preston Joy scores. Jake Baker will end up at third base, 2-run score as Baker ends up scoring. Brooks Browning ends up at second, and Herder with the 2 RBI single, and it's now 3-0. So Herder comes through, bringing home a pair there, and there's still only one man out with the number 9 hitter Zion Springer coming up.
There is right-handed action in the bullpen for Hastings.
So 3-0, Casper on top. Sodbusters coming off 3 of 4 winning at Pier. And Casper, meanwhile, making their way here after they ended up losing to Mining City. Their last outing, 16-9.
3-game losing streak for Casper.
2-0 pitch on the way. Shaw out of the stretch. Inside and nearly hit him. Zion Springer at the plate. It's 2-0 now on Zion Springer.
I would say Casper's uniforms look like the Detroit Tigers. That's probably the closest road uniforms.
Yep, little blue and orange action. Gray with the main color today as the pitch is fouled away. 2-1 the count on Zion Springer. Springer out of Menlo College from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
What about the old stirrups there? Takes you back to Little League.
Yeah.
Look at those things.
2 balls and a strike to count on Zion Springer. First and second, 1 out and 2 home for Casper here in the 4th. Pitch inside, good stop for Justin McGuigan, and it goes to 3-1 on Zion Springer.
That was a great scoop at home. That could have been bad and advanced runners again, and what a good job Justin McGuigan does behind the dish. One of the best in the league.
Casper coming into today, battling around 500 in the second half as the pitch is fouled away by Springer. It goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. They had fallen to 3-6, but still in 4th place in the second half standings behind Mining City, Badlands, and Source Valley. It's a real battle, a lot of parity. 6-4, 5-4, and 5-5, the top 3 teams in that division. Pitch is in the dirt, and they're loaded up again with the top of the order coming up. So it's been a tough inning. 3 walks, the first 3 of the game for Shaw to go along with 2 hits. And now I'm going to have to face Halverson and perhaps Lopez. But no, a pitching change is going to happen first. So Shaw runs out of gas here in the 4th. He will be replaced. It's 3-0 Casper, and this is Sodbuster Baseball.
It's hot. Can we get some popsicles? A lot of popsicles.
Okay, sure.
Let's go to Sam's Club. We can get some popsicles there. Plus, check out the pools on sale. Didn't Dad want to barbecue tonight?
With all those popsicles, we should get some paper towels, too.
Good idea, Mom.
I'll grab some chips. Sam's Club has something for every season.
Sam's Club, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball. Stop by before or after the game. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Trevor Dubray is the right-handed pitcher coming in for the Sodbusters. 0-0, a 5.4 ERA. He's making his 3rd appearance in 3 1/3 innings. He has struck out 6 and allowed 5 hits. Last pitched against Pier over the weekend and got a couple of innings in, allowed no runs on 1 hit. As Dubray joining the team here recently out of Western Nebraska Community College from Alliance. He was going to face the top of the order after Shaw works 3 1/3 innings. He has allowed 3 runs so far on 5 hits, struck out 4, but of more concern, 3 walks all coming this inning, ends up throwing 72 pitches. All of those guys are his responsibility out there for the Hastings Sodbusters.
Yeah, Jacob pitched so good the first 3 innings, and then all of a sudden things just kind of came unraveled in the 4th. Again, not a typical starter, hasn't started this season. Gave you good 3 innings and then just trouble here in the 4th. So, you know, when a bullpen guy comes out of the bullpen to start, he's only used to pitching a couple innings, and that's what we saw there tonight. So Dupray's got some work to do here. With the bases loaded, there's only 1 out.
And we'll see what Dubray can get done. Just minimize the damage and almost settle for at least just giving up 1 run here. If he could get out of this with only 1 more run allowed, that's probably almost a victory. As Kyler Halverson comes to the plate, particularly at the top of the order coming up there, you expect those guys to be the better hitters for this Casper team. Although Halverson is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout his first 2 at-bats. Dubray, first things first, just throw strike 1. Here's the first delivery for him, and a bouncing ball foul. No balls and 1 strike, so jump ahead in the count and then see what you can do against Halverson.
Kyler Halverson, the hometown boy there from Casper, Wyoming, playing for his Horse Heads.
He plays college ball at Dakota Wesleyan, part of the Great Plains Athletic Conference, an NAIA player. Right-handed hitter as Dubray brings home the delivery. Right across, and it's strike 2 on Kyler Halverson. A strikeout would look mighty big here for the Sodbusters. They try to minimize the damage. 2 runs have scored so far for the Horseheads. They lead at 3-0. As Dubray, right-hander, working out of the wind with the bases loaded. Takes a lot of time on the top of the hill as he gets set to go. And the pitch. Taken high for a ball. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Halverson. So Dubray, a bullpen guy since joining the Sodbusters. See if he works his way into the rotation or if he's comfortable in that role during this final month of the season. 1-2 delivery. Just misses high, and it's now 2-2 on Halverson.
Yeah, Dubray was on the roster at the beginning of the season, and just for whatever reason didn't join the team till as of late. I had him at the beginning of the season, and I was like, well, is this guy coming?
Had a few of those guys.
Sure.
James Shimashita joining the team here recently. Logan Johnstone as well. 2-2 delivery.
Hollis, I had Hollis on the list at the beginning.
And the miss
Hollis.
is... It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, and he's been a very nice addition. Solis. She's playing the middle infield spots, doing the second base work today with Cole Dawson over at shortstop. 3-2 delivery, and it's skied foul. It remains 3-2. Halverson spoils that pretty good pitch from Dubray as it remains 3-2.
Johnstone in center field. Omar not with the team this week. He'll be back.
His reputation. Logan Johnstone makes a catch out in center field, and the crowd goes, Omar!
He's not even here. And it's
nope, not even here.
It's like the norm
people
thing.
Yeah, people are still saying, Omar! So I had to scold them on the PA. Little looping line drive at right there, Cahoy, the right fielder. Runner tags. Here comes the throw, and it is not in time. Runners at first and second after the sac fly from Kyler Halverson. He'll get an RBI, but that's all right if you are Dubray. Would have liked the strikeout, but at least get an out there as the third run of the inning scores. It's now 4-0, and Christian Lopez will try to do more damage. Again, that run was charged to Shaw. And for Dubray, throwing strikes, able to work around a 3-2 count as you had to throw a strike. Now they are going to throw to third to try to appeal there, thinking that perhaps the man who ran there, Brooks Browning, left early. He apparently did not. And so the run will count.
4-0 Casper.
3 home here in the inning as the Horseheads extend their lead. And the right-handed pitcher, Dubray, set to go against Christian Lopez. Singleton scored in the first, grounds this one back up the middle. It's off the glove of Solis and into center field. Coming around third and scoring a run. The throw to third's not going to be in time, but advancing on the play will be Christian Lopez. It's an RBI single as Herder scores. Springer, good base running as he gets to third, and Lopez to second. And Casper extends the lead as they get 3-4 in the inning now to make it 5-0. Just bad luck there. Dubray nearly fielded it, and then Solis had it bounce off his glove on the dive attempt. And it'll be Ryan Callahan, the 9th man to bat in the inning for the Casper Horse Heads.
Yeah, Cole Dawson got the ball from Solis and went to third. Meanwhile, the runner went from first to second, so probably not a great play there. I know he's trying to get the out, but maybe holding on to the ball and might have had a chance of getting the guy at second or at least keeping him from advancing from first.
So 5-0 with 4 home in the inning. And Callahan, who singled his first time up, struck out against Jacob Shaw in the third. Now facing Dubray for the first time, right-handed relief pitcher for the Hastings Sodbusters. As he has come in, got a sac fly, and then allowed a single And Dubray comes set. Brings home the pitch. It's low into the dirt. McGuigan keeps it in front. 1 ball and no strikes on Ryan Callahan. Callahan coming into today batting .270. 17 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter up there against the right-hander Dubray. Dubray shakes off one sign and brings home the delivery. Low for ball 2. 2-0 the count now on Callahan. Mention the fact that Casper with a team ERA of 7.89 for Hastings 6.62. That's 8th best in the Expedition League coming into today. Runs are scored in this league. Pitch is fouled away.
Trevor Dubray in college at Western Nebraska Community College averages 10.31 strikeouts in 9 innings this season. He's also got 2 saves. He was 3-1.
For the Western Nebraska Cougars, Region 9, a
good program.
Community college team. 2-1 delivery on the way, and it's fouled down the left field line for strike 2. 2-2 the count on Ryan Callahan. Callahan, infielder from Kansas University. He has a hometown of Overland Park, a suburb on the Kansas side of Kansas City. 2-2 the count. And Dubray trying to finish up a rough 4th inning. Pitch is taken high, now 3-2 on Callahan.
When I go to Royals games, I stay in Overland Park. I like staying there. Neat little town. Jack in the Box right there, too.
5-0 the score. Casper on top of Hastings as they have taken command here in the 4th. Swing and a miss. Dubray finishes the inning, but Casper plates 4, and they lead it 5-0 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 4. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Time out. Smith, we only need 1 more out. Do you think you have enough energy?
I'm exhausted, and it's hot out here. I'm thinking about enjoying that nice, cool air conditioning I have at home.
Oh yeah, you've talked about Ruts Heating and AC, the #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska for over 45 years.
Yeah, now. I have enough for 1 more batter, Coach.
Smith, go finish this thing so we can all go home and cool off. Visit rutsheatingandair.com.
My husband and I love to live in Nebraska.
It's the good life.
We always vacation here.
Love those Nebraska state parks.
We love to eat here.
Where are you going to get a better steak?
And we love to play here, especially Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery. It has a $50,000 starting jackpot, drawing 7 days a week, and all the proceeds go back to our state.
Hey, honey, this weekend, let's buy some Nebraska Pick 5 tickets, go to a state park, and grill some steaks.
Like our first date.
I'm no amateur.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
Work to do for the Sodbusters as they'll bat in the home half of the 4th inning with their 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Matson, Cafferty, and Shimashita against Jacob Small, and four runs in that inning, giving Jacob Small a 5-run cushion, and the way he's going tonight, that looks like plenty. So hopefully the Sodbusters can work a pitch count, get Small out of there, and see what they could get done against the Casper bullpen. But first things first, it's going to be Matson up there. If there's a guy that can get the offense going, it is Trevor Matson, who's kind of been the heart and soul of this team during the course of the year, batting .303 coming into today. Has 3 home runs, 3 of the 9 home runs this season, including a rare home run here at Duncan Field. Stands in the right-handed box, and Jacob Small brings home the pitch, and this one's fouled away, as it looked like Matson, maybe he broke his bat there, but he takes a look, and apparently it's no worse for the wear. As Small continues to pitch, he's now thrown 45 pitches coming into this frame. 0-1 delivery on the way. Half-hearted swing there as Matson fooled by that one. Quickly 2 strikes on Trevor Matson.
Fremont and Sioux Falls, keeping an eye on that game. Casper will take on Fremont. Sioux Falls will come here. 1-0 Fremont, top 5 at Karis Park in Sioux Falls.
0-2 delivery. And the pitch is taken outside for a ball, 1-2. Just great to see different competitions. So
sure.
Casper in town for 2.
They've been here since 2019. We haven't even seen them. They didn't play last year.
Sioux Falls in town for 2, and then Casper returning for 3 this weekend. The only 5 meetings of the season between these 2 teams taking place here in Hastings this week. Pitch fouled away. Remains 1-2 on Trevor Madsen.
Yeah, fun to see some new blood, some teams from the other division of the league, and I'm sure they're happy to see some other competition as well.
As the count is 1-2 strikes, and the pitch. Off speed, and Madsen tried to check his swing, did not get it done, and he goes down on strikes as Jacob Small continues to throw it very well. Struck out the side in the first, had a strikeout in the second, and now gets his 5th strikeout of the game here to open the 4th. And that'll bring up J.T. Cafferty, designated hitter who struck out his first time up.
Yeah, I don't say it too often, but Trevor Madsen didn't look comfortable with that at bat at all.
Here's the pitch. Pretty good swing there for J.T. Cafferty, but a foul ball, no balls, and 1 strike on J.T. Cafferty, who played at Western Nebraska Community College, but he is now officially going to be a Wonder Boy, as mentioned on the starting lineup today. His college now, Arkansas Tech. Bounces this one back up the middle. Shortstop's got it. Throw to first in time. Well played by the Casper middle infielder Preston Joy, and 2 quick outs for the Sodbusters here in inning number 4.
At this point, you're happy to put the ball in play, but just hope that they make an error or something. But right now, boy, he is just cruising. Jacob Small pitching a really good game for Casper.
And you were hoping to just battle for a run, or at least show some life offensively here in the bottom of the 4th after Casper put up 4 in the top of the inning. But right now, 2 up, 2 down, and James Shimashito grounded out his first time up, takes ball 1. He was the first batter for the Sodbusters to put the ball in play. They had 2 strikeouts and then a walk and another strikeout in the first innings. Shimashita grounded out to open the second, has the 1-0 delivery on the way. And that's missing for ball 2. 2-0 the count on James Shimashita.
Chandler Wagner says he's happy to see James getting some hits. He's been having good swings all season. Finally got some hits, 7 of 25 right now, 280 in the last 7 days.
Rifles this one towards center field, but on the run, making the grab. A nice job for Kyler Halverson, and the Sodbusters are gone in order in inning number 4. No runs on no hits, as we will head to the 5th inning. Josh is going to have that for you when we come back. It is Casper 5, Hastings nothing. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
Trevor Dubray back out there for the Sodbusters. Came in relief last inning. Busters not able to get anything going with the bats. They only have 1 hit in the game. Jacob Small pitched in the game of his life. Out there for Casper, and this is an important inning for the Sodbusters. Need a 1-2-3 here to get something back, get some bats back up in the bottom of the inning. 5th inning, Josh Salmon along with you. Nate Miller to my right, Steve Stein. We've had Brian Frew on here as well. Busters just have the 1 hit. Dubray came in last inning in relief of Shaw. Now the official line and the night is done on the books for Jacob Shaw. It was 3 in the 3rd innings pitch, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Dubray, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout. He will get Joy, Gerardin, and Baker. And 1-0 here to Joy. Preston Joy, the first baseman. 2-0. Trevor Dubray. Somebody getting loose in the Buster bullpen, just kind of stretching right now. One of the lefties. 5-0 Casper. Jacob Shaw cruised to the first 3 and just really got in some trouble in the 4th inning. The 3 hits, the 4 runs they put up, and things just didn't go well for him. 3-0 here DeBray walks the leadoff batter, and not what you want to do, down 5-0. First walk for him this inning, and second walk of the game for Preston Joy. DeBray, first walk of the game for him. Girardin comes up. Girardin. Joy off of first. Like I said, he's only stolen 2 bases this season. Probably not a big stolen base threat. Shadows creeping up onto the pitcher's mound. Lights aren't on here yet. Duncan Field. That one fell off first base side. And it goes to 0-1. Talk to any pitcher, any catcher, they tell you the first ball strike is the most important. I remember Shea Shanneman telling me that last year in an interview, and me never being a pitcher, I never realized that. You want to go out there and you want to get your first pitch strike. That sets the tone for the at-bat. Jacob started off doing that. Trevor hasn't quite found the niche of doing that every time. He does do that here, 0-1, ahead of Girardin. Went upstairs to Girardin, 1 ball and 1 strike. 5-0 Casper. They scored 1 in the first, 4 in the fourth. 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Busters have no runs on 1 hit and no error. Top 5, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first is Joy. He walked a moment ago. DeBray's pitch foul off first base side. He's ahead in the count, 1-2. So 2 games here for Casper. Then they hit the road for Fremont and then come back and play again this weekend. Fremont leading 1-0 against Sioux Falls, who comes here on Wednesday and Thursday. Top 5, that game in Sioux Falls. DeBray looks over at the runner at first. 1 ball, 2 strike count coming up here to Girardin. Runner goes. A hit and run on center field. Johnstone makes a catch. Now all they got to do is throw it back to first to get the double play. And they do, as Joy caught with his pants down, if you will. He took off on the hit and run. Somebody misread a sign as the base coach throws up his arms. He runs to second base, stands there on second. The ball is right in front of him in center field. He didn't even see it. Johnstone made the easy throw to first, and the double play. So they fly into double play. It's an interesting scoring, but 2 down quickly. Buster needed some kind of break on defense. So brings up Jake Baker. Baker, 1 of 2. He's a left fielder today. Outfield playing shallow and center and right, a little deeper and left is Cameron McClure. Pitch on the way from DeBray is up high. Ball 1. Lefty warming up in the bullpen for the Busters. I believe that's Ryan Melvin. Having in there for a strike as well. Ball and a strike here to Jake Baker. 2 outs for Casper. They lead 5-0, top 5. Ooh, good off-speed pitch there. Swung on and missed. Bottom fell out of that thing from DeBray. So Preston Joy led off with a walk. Got doubled off a second when Girardin flew out to center. They threw it back to first and doubled him off. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. DeBray wants a new sign from Justin McGuigan. He gets it. The righty kicks and delivers. And that was just a little low. 2-2. Casper team came in today. The team batting average of .257. But it put 5 runs up in 4 innings. Here is the pitch. And that one misses outside. It goes to 3-2 now. Good at bat here for Baker. Jake Baker, left fielder. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 off. Pay a pitch coming up. 2 outs, I should say. And that one is a walk, second walk of the inning. And Chandler Wagner making his way to the bullpen. Or excuse me, making his way to the pitcher's mound. And he looks over to the bullpen. Are they going to make the change? And they are. He's signaling for the lefty. So we're going to have a pitching change here, and the night is done for Trevor Dubray as he's upset with himself. Not ready to come out of the game, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And a pitching change. We'll be right back. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field. 5-0 Casper Horse Heads lead this one here in the 5th.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
So pitching change here in Hastings, and we're going to have a pitching change is going to be Ryan Melvin. Left-hander making his way in. Grand Island native. Last pitched on June 6th. He is sitting at a 12 ERA, 0-1 record. It is 7 games he has pitched in. 6 innings pitched, struck out 5. 11 walks. Busters trail by 5, and Chandler Wagner had seen enough of Dubray. Got the untypical double play and then just couldn't finish it off and walked the batter and says, oh no, we're not going to have things come unravel here. So let's see how Casper does against a lefty. They face 2 righties in this game. Melvin's first batter will be Brooks Browning. Expedition League scores. Josh Salmon with you. Nate Miller to my right. Steve Stein on the broadcast as well. Fremont leading 1-0 at Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls comes here on Wednesday and Thursday. Casper will head to Fremont Wednesday and Thursday before coming back here for a 3-game weekend series. So here we sit. And a pitch coming up here from Melvin to left field. Browning flies to left. One-handed catch there for Cameron McClure. And they leave a runner on base. And they get out of it. So 2 walks. Leave 1 on. No runs that inning. Busters coming up. They trail 5-0. Bottom 5 on the way. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field. And we'll take a word from the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Anyways, welcome back. It is Josh Salmon with you and Nate Miller to my right as we get ready for some Sodbuster batting here in the bottom of the 5th. They trail 5-0. Pitching a gem is Jacob Small. 5th inning of work for him. He's given up 1 hit, 1 walk, striking out 4. Busters have not found out the combination yet to unlock this safe. That is Jacob Small. Pitching a terrific game out there for Casper. It's going to be McGuigan, Solis, and Carson Cahoy due up here for Hastings. Like to see it back out here. 6 more games in a row after tonight here at Duncan Field. All games at 6:35. Casper again tomorrow. And then on inside, Sioux Falls comes to town on Wednesday, 6:35. Thursday's game played in Grand Island at Ryder Park. That should be interesting. A lot smaller dimensions there. Nice field. That'll be a fun one. Join us there if you want. 6:35 on that one. And then back here for the weekend series with Casper again. High chopper to short. McGuigan runs well for a catcher. Throw across the diamond. Did they get him? Ooh, barely. Crowd doesn't like it, but I think they made the right call. It was a close one. So grounded out to shortstop is McGuigan. Boy, he give everything he had. He runs well for a catcher. Play made there by the shortstop. That was Joy. Luke Solis comes up. Second baseman tonight. Solis, the lone hit for the Sodbusters. That one coming back in the second against Jacob Small. Ground ball to first. Should be an easy play there for Browning. It is. And quickly 2 down. You don't want to be aggressive against a guy that's pitching this well. You want to try to drive some pitches, but he's also striking out a lot of guys, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. You want to try to wear him out, get a pitch count up on him, but it's hard when the guy's pitching so well. You don't get too many good ones to hit. So it brings up Carson Cahoy. 38 strikes, 19 balls pitched here by Small. First pitch in there, strike to Carson Cahoy. Carson struck out back in the second. 5 strikeouts for Jacob Small. This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Gets a sign from his catcher, Springer. Kicks and delivers. Very high leg kick. That one inside. Ball and a strike here to Carson. Carson from Grand Island, Nebraska. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacob Small works quickly. Swung on missed on that one. Down the count here is Carson Cahoy. Busters just had the 1 lone hit back in the second. Gone through 3 pitchers, has the Hastings Sodbusters since then. That one misses outside, and Carson laid off of it. A little more plate discipline here. Later in the season, beginning of the season, he probably would have swung at that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 5-0, bottom 5. Horseheads with the lead. That one hit the shortstop, backhanded by Joy, but they're not going to be able to get the speedy Carson Cahoy. It was a heck of a play by Joy. And beating it out is Carson Cahoy, the very speedy outfielder. Backhanded in the hole, though, by Joy. It was a nice play, but an infield single, and only the second hit tonight for Hastings. Last time the hit came with 2 outs. This time the hit came with 2 outs. Bottom part of the order doing the job here today. Cameron McClure comes up. He grounded out to second base. His first time up back in the third. 6:35 tomorrow. Same 2 teams. Quick 2 games, and then they're back this weekend. Little looper into right field. That's going to fall. 2 hits in a row here for the Busters. Stopping at second base is Cahoy as he dives back. He's looking for his base coach. Chandler Wagner says, don't go to third. It was hit way too shallow. And good thing he didn't, because Herder was out there. So 2 singles in a row here against Jacob Small with 2 outs. Bottom of the order doing it. All 3 hits come from the 79 hitters in this game so far. Logan Johnstone is the leadoff hitter. He is 0 for 2. Strikeout looking back in the first and grounded out to first in the third inning. 0 for 2. Cahoy stands on second. Cameron McClure, some good running on the base pass. If we can get a little looper into the gap or something. Jacob Small to the lefty batter. That one inside. Good eye here for Logan Johnstone. 192 batting average. Has been with the team very long. Till the outfielder. Johnstone bats left. And I was fouled back to my left into the crowd here and down towards the front of where I'm at. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Logan Johnstone after retiring McGuigan to ground out. And Solis as well, getting him out. 2 singles in a row. The 1-1 coming up here from Jacob Small. Called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on. Busters down 5-0. Bottom 5. Johnstone trying to keep the inning alive here. Jacob Small kicks and delivers. That one inside. Chopper to first. High chopper, bobbling it, but keeping with the play is Browning. And retires the side. Busters get 2 hits, but leave 2 on and score none. It's still 5-0. Casper coming up 6th inning. This is Sodbuster Baseball. We'll take a word from Sam's Club.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
5-0 our score here of the 6th inning. Here is Steve Stein.
A 9-1 coming up for Casper. Ryan Melvin making the most out of his one pitch as he came in and retired the only batter he faced to get the Sodbusters out of a 1st and 2nd 2-out situation. And now it's going to be Herder, Springer, and Halverson. Casper leading at 5-0. Sodbusters actually mounting a little bit of a threat against Jacob Small. They put 2 on with 2 outs but could not get anyone home, but at least they did have a couple of better swings against Small, who's still got a nice 3-hit shutout going through the first 5 here at Duncan Field. Steve Stein, Josh Salmon, as we bring you Sodbuster Baseball here today. Nate Miller doing the video production work as Brandon Herder, the big hit of the ball game to this point, as he had a 2-run single as part of that 4-run 4th inning to break open what was a 1-0 game. Ryan Melvin, lefty-lefty matchup, and the pitch over for ball 1, over but low apparently. 1 ball and no strikes to count on Brandon Herder, who squared a bunt, then pulled the bat back and took ball 1. Ryan Melvin, Grand Island product, brings the pitch home. And that off plate for ball 2, 2-0 the count on Herder, with Springer and Halverson to bat for the Casper Horse Heads.
Imagine Ryan Melvin's pitched a few games at Ryder Park.
Yep, maybe he'll get an opportunity to work a little bit on Thursday. That game in Grand Island as the pitch is fouled away. 2-1 the count now on Brandon Herder. As a busy homestand, 7 games in a row at home, although Thursday's game will be a home game in Grand Island. 6:35 start time for all of the contests this week. 2-1 delivery, and that pitch is fouled away. 2-2 as Herder behind that delivery from Ryan Melvin.
There'll be no alcohol sold at that game in Grand Island either. Those have wanted to know that.
Herder plays for the head coach for the Casper Horse Heads. His home college, Solano Community College, out of Napa, California, is Brandon Herder. High pop-up, right side, and the Sodbuster second baseman makes the call and makes the catch. Cole Dawson for the first out here in inning number 6.
Well, and if he would have dropped down a bunt there, he might have gotten on, because Madsen was playing closer to shortstop, and Shimashito's back at first. Ryan Melvin, the lefty, would have had to grab it, turn around, and spin and throw. He probably could have gone on base with a bunt anywhere in the infield, a short, shallow bunt.
Luke Solis making that catch. Solis at second tonight, with Dawson getting a start at short, as those two guys have been switching off at those two spots. Big swing, no contact for Zion Springer. No balls and 1 strike, who's 0 for 1. A walk and a fly out to center his first 2 times up here against Johnny Holstaff. Sodbusters using a variety of relievers here to try to get through this Monday. 0-1 delivery. And the pitch misses for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sodbusters getting back late from Pier last night and trying to piece together a start here today, and just haven't shown a whole lot of offensive threat against the Casper right-hander Jacob Small. Bouncing ball left side and into left field for a base hit. Good effort for Dawson, but he couldn't get it on the dive. And Springer aboard for the second time in 3 trips to the plate. And back to the top of the order for Kyler Halverson.
Well, and the Busters went on the road thinking they were only going to play 3 games. And then they get to, and they had to make up a rainout game earlier from Piers. So they ended up playing a doubleheader on Saturday. And then won yesterday as well, winning one of the games of the doubleheader, the second one, and winning the game yesterday with a good pitching performance by J.T. Cappy yesterday.
Just nice to get a series win. Feel a little bit better about yourself coming home. And the delivery is bounced to the left side. Matson, the third baseman's got it. Throws to second. Quick turn for Solis, but they can't complete the double play. Wasn't hit hard enough. Halverson aboard on the fielder's choice. And Zion Springer erased 5-4 on the put out there, and Christian Lopez will bat now with a runner at first and 2 outs. 5-0 to score. Casper on top.
Lopez, 1 of 5 All-Stars, 4 All-Stars for Casper Horse Heads. Jake Wright, Eric Arado, and Ryan Callahan also on that team. Long way for them to travel for that All-Star game.
They get a chance to play at home. First Expedition League All-Star game was held here at Duncan Field. The pitch is fouled away by Christian Lopez. No balls and 1 strike. He is 2 for 3 on the day with a single and a run scored.
All-Star game next Monday, the 19th.
And it's great. They get to basically 4 All-Stars from each team and get together, and they're going to have a home run derby. Pitch is missing for a ball, and Trevor Matson going to represent the Hastings Sodbusters in that.
I'll say get him in that thing, yeah. Major League Home Run Derby going on tonight.
Do you care? Do you like the home run derby?
I do.
Okay.
I like to see Salvador Perez do good.
Nate Miller's kind of splitting his attention today.
Right. He's got one eye on this game and one eye on the screen over there.
Yeah. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Christian Lopez. A run scored today, and it's down to the count 1-2. Ryan Melvin working his first full inning after coming in and throwing 1 pitch, getting Brooke Browning to fly out. Melvin makes a quick move over, and back in safely is Halverson.
The only thing I didn't like about the home run derby back in the day was Chris Berman. Back. It's like, well, it's home run derby. Everything's going to be back.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to do it every single time.
Yeah.
You got a little worn out.
I've just never been a fan. Just don't. 1-2 delivery is hit towards center field. Logan Johnstone's got it measured, and Casper is gone quietly here in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom half of inning number 6 with the Hastings Sodbusters trailing it 5-0. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
The meadowlark says. The turkey says. The squirrel says. The Nebraska Lottery says.
Enter your non-winning $5 Nebraska State Park Centennial Scratch tickets for a chance to win a 2-night stay at a Nebraska State Park, $2,021 in cash, and more. It's the Nebraska Lottery's Great Outdoors Getaway Promotion.
The lawyers say.
Promotion runs through June 8th, 2021. Top prize odds 1 in 80,000.
We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Sodbusters with some work to do, trying to break through against Jacob Small. Has still only thrown 67 pitches through the first 5 innings, so he's in great shape to work 2 or 3 more innings. Sodbusters like to get to that Casper bullpen, but not looking like that's going to be a great possibility unless they can start working some pitch counts, getting some base runners, because Small has been around the zone. He struck out 5, walked just 1, was really in his only trouble with 2 outs in the 5th inning after setting down the first 2 back-to-back singles from the 8 and 9 hitters, but the Sodbusters had a ground out from Logan Johnstone. That brings up Cole Dawson batting in the 2 spot today, and he is 0 for 2 as he wants to lay down a bunt on the third base side. Dawson with great speed. The throw is not going to be in time. The Casper third baseman Christian Lopez did what he could do, but that was not nearly enough to gun down Dawson, who is perhaps the best bunter on the team.
I would say Definitely he's the best bunter. We saw him try to bunt back in his first at-bat and couldn't quite get it down. He was mad with himself. And so I'm glad he pulled out the card of tricks again and bunted because the third baseman was way back. No chance for Lopez.
So runner at first, nobody out. Here's Trevor Madsen, who's 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout so far against Jacob Small. Small quick move over to Cole Dawson, trying to get him down if he's going to be stealing down by 5, but you never know, trying to ignite this offense. Maybe they turn him loose. He does have 7 stolen bases on the year. Omar Jackson, who's not here today, leads the team with 17. Pitches taken inside, 1 ball and no strikes on Trevor Madsen.
Madsen, he wasn't moving, flinching out of the thing at all. He does lead the team for hit by pitches. He's not afraid of the ball.
Sodbusters need base runners, so he would probably take one for the team, as they say. 1-0 delivery, and this one is hit pretty well towards center field, but back a couple of steps, and then coming in is Kyler Halverson for the first out here in the 6th. Where fly balls go to die, center field here at Duncan Field.
Yep, just nothing doing out there. You got a long ways, 408 to dead center.
And the wind blowing in from center field like it is many times here in the summertime. Going to be a little different Thursday at Ryder Park in Grand Island. Wind generally blowing straight out to left and not nearly the dimensions they have here at Duncan. J.T. Cafferty steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2, and the delivery, and he bounces this one back up the middle. It is picked up by the shortstop, throw to first in time. What a play. Preston Joy on the dive and the throw to steal a single from J.T. Cafferty. Cole Dawson advances to second on the play, but what a play for Preston Joy.
We've seen a couple great plays from Preston Joy over there, shortstop. Good hands for him. Good hands for Christian Lopez on the third base side as well. Nice defenders for Casper.
You mentioned earlier Lopez, one of the Expedition League All-Stars. They have their 4 that are going to get a chance to play on their home field. Here's James Shimashita looking for his first hit of the day. A ground out and a fly out his first 2 times up against Jacob Small, who continues to work around the strike zone. And he's sat down 2 of the 3 batters he's faced here in the 6th. Allowed only 4 hits, no runs. Sodbusters do have 3 of their 4 hits the last 2 at-bats against Small, so maybe getting a little better gauge of Jacob Small. Comes set. Checks the runner, and the pitch. Misses outside. Love a 2-out hit here just to at least break the scoreboard, and think you can against Small. Right now 5-0. Casper looking very comfortable with that lead. 5 runs looking like a lot at this point against Small. Shimashita stands in the left-handed box. The right-hander Small takes a look at his catcher, Zion Springer. Out of the stretch. The pitch right across for strike 2 and 1 as Shimashita taking all the way as well. You probably should, down by 5 runs with a 2-0 count.
Shimashita went onto the road, had no hits as a sodbuster. He'd hit the ball well, and he's had 7 hits in his last 7 games. So starting to find a little bit of groove. Could use one here.
Shimashita stands in, and the pitch. Takes this one upstairs, and 3 of those hits coming yesterday against Pierre. Went 3 for 4. An RBI and 2 runs scored. He did have a double in that victory, 9-2 over the Trappers, as the Sodbusters jumped out to a 9-0 lead, allowed 2 6th-inning runs, but out-hit the Trappers 10-5 to win that series 3-1. 3-1 delivery on the way, and Shimashita fouls it away. It's now 3-2 on James Shimashita for the Hastings Sodbusters.
Trying to keep the inning alive here with a runner standing on second. Cole Dawson led off with that beautiful bunt. Like to get him in.
Shimashita out of San Jose State. San Diego, his hometown. Went to James Madison High School. And the pitch fouled straight back. Shimashita spoils that pretty good one from Jacob Small. That remains 3-2.
I don't know where that high school is. Growing up in San Diego, I'm not familiar with that one.
Well, I bet there's a lot of high schools in San Diego.
There is.
Yep.
I've heard of most of them, but that one I'm not familiar with.
3-2. 2 outs. Runner at second. Sodbusters trying to cash the infield single from Cole Dawson as he stands at second. Good speed. Any hit to the outfield likely would score a run for the Sodbusters right here. Small the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Small completes 6 shutout innings against the Hastings Sodbusters as he sets down his 6th man via the K as Casper continues to lead it. It is 5-0, and you're listening to Sodbuster Baseball.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey you, your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
Way to the 7th inning, and the Casper Horse Heads lead the Hastings Sodbusters 5-0. 5 runs, 7 hits for Casper, no runs, and 4 hits for the Hastings Sodbusters. As Casper looking to get a victory here today. Got two teams which have scuffled near the bottom of the standings throughout the course of the year. Casper coming in 11-28, the Sodbusters 12-29. And as far as the second half standings, Hastings winning 3 of 4 to go to 4-7. Nice to get some wins on the road. They have only 5 wins away from Duncan Field this year, 3 of those coming against Pierre over the weekend, and 4 of them coming in Pierre overall. So they have done a nice job winning in Pierre this year, and they did leapfrog the Trappers into 5th place in the Clark Division in the second half, and the overall standings for that matter, as they passed Pierre for 5th in both the overall and the second half standings. Ryan Melvin out there. He has worked an inning and a third, allowing no runs on 1 hit, and he will be facing the 3, 4, and 5 of the Horseheads here in inning number 7. Steve Stein, Josh Salmon, Nate Miller, video producer, who's also watching the Home Run Derby tonight, the Major League All-Star Game tomorrow, the Expedition League All-Star Game next week. Left-handed hitting, Ryan Callahan comes to the plate. He is 1 for 3, a single and a couple of strikeouts so far. Sodbusters getting a start from Jacob Shaw, but then Trevor DeBray and Ryan Melvin also pitching so far for the Sodbusters. The pitch missing for ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes on Ryan Callahan doing the DH work here today. He is one of the 4 Expedition League All-Stars for the Casper Horse Heads. 1-0 delivery. Hit toward the left side. Shortstop. Cole Dawson's got it. Throw to first in time. So smooth on the middle infield. Cole Dawson, 6-3 on the putout, and Preston Joy will come up for Casper.
Yeah, he makes that look very, very easy over there, and that could be a tough play, especially on this turf, but that's his office, and he's very comfortable over there.
And Dawson, he's one of the 4 Hastings Sodbuster All-Stars to go along with Matson, McGuigan, and starting pitcher Leif Holting, who picked up a victory in Pierre during that 4-game series. Here comes Preston Joy. Pops the first pitch high in the air to center field. Second baseman Luke Solis goes back. He has it measured, and he makes the call. So a very quick inning in progress so far for Ryan Melvin. He's thrown just 3 pitches and retired 2 outs. He had that 1-pitch inning when he came in to retire the only batter he faced to end the 5th. Worked a scoreless 6th, and now 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th. Sodbusters trail at 5-0.
Yeah, he's been very good out of the bullpen, and DeBray wasn't too bad either. Just can't get the bats going.
And here comes J.J. Girardin, who's 0 for 3 on the day, batting in the 5 spot for Casper, taking outside for ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes on J.J. Girardin. He lined into a rare 8-3 double play his last time up, as had Preston Joy stealing second. He did not realize the ball was struck to center field and could not make his way back to first, as John Stone made a solid throw to Shimashita at first to gun down Joy. Pitch fouled away, 1-1, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, and Hastings trails it by a score of 5-0.
Outfield shallow again.
Ryan Melvin comes set. Bouncing ball off the glove of Melvin, it looked like. Dawson able to grab it and throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Casper Horseheads here in the top half of the 7th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. It's still Casper 5, Hastings nothing. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
5 Points Bank has been your hometown bank for over 40 years, and now you can take us wherever you go. Mobile Deposit allows you to deposit checks from your smartphone or tablet with our free business banking app. And never pay for an ATM charge again with our MoneyPass app. It maps out ATMs near you that won't charge a fee because of its partnership with 5 Points Bank. We're here to serve you in person and online, and that's why we're the better bank.
Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
It is Sodbuster Baseball 5-0. Hastings with some work to do as they trail it here in the bottom half of inning number 7. McGuigan, Solis, and Cahoy 6, 7, and 8 trying to get something going against Jacob Small, who's been outstanding. 76 pitches thrown coming into the 7th inning as he has a chance, you would think, to get a rare complete game in the Expedition League. Most of the time, guys are on a pitch count, don't really have much of an opportunity to do that, but Small certainly jockeying for position and the opportunity with his pitch count very low at this time. And Justin McGuigan, who's 0 for 2, stands the right-handed box, and the pitch. Rifles this one back up the middle, but a well-played ball on the second half from Preston Joy, who applies the tag to McGuigan, and McGuigan goes down very hard, and you just hope that he is okay.
That's not good.
As the throw was offline, and so a nice job for the Casper first baseman Brooks Browning to apply the tag on McGuigan, and he goes down in serious pain.
He's holding his left ankle.
Oh.
I think he landed wrong to avoid the tag around the first base, and the first baseman put a tag on, but I don't think that's what hurt him. I think he landed wrong trying to avoid it. We've seen a couple guys this year get hurt, but we saw Matt Rodriguez playing first base for the Sodbusters a few games back and making a tag like that and getting himself hurt as a first baseman. And obviously the first baseman didn't want to hurt him, but McGuigan is down, and if he's out, that's a huge loss.
And Brooks Browning feels awful right now. He saw McGuigan go down, and he just hung his head, and he made that tag. And like I say, nobody wants to see anybody hurt, and of course, McGuigan's trying to avoid the tag, and Browning just doing what he needs to come off the bag and try to apply the tag, and McGuigan goes down in a heap. So unfortunate turn of events here in a lot of different ways for the Hastings Sodbusters. One of those glue guys for Hastings, Justin McGuigan, who's been just outstanding, and he again is one of the guys who's earned all-star consideration, and he's had some big hits this year, and it's just been a wall behind the plate. Concordia St. Paul product, exercise science major out of Plainfield, Illinois. And the concern right now is for Guigs, as they call him, so very unfortunate for the Hastings Sodbusters. Again, if you want an opportunity to see the Sodbusters, it's a 7-game homestand in progress. Casper back tomorrow, and then it is going to be the Sioux Falls Sunfish in town on Wednesday. Then the two teams will play a game at Ryder Park in Grand Island on Thursday. So if you're a Grand Island fan listening in, chance to see one on the home field at Ryder Park, if you will. And then it'll be back here this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with Casper returning from Fremont for 3 more games. The only 5 games of the year between these two teams going to be played in short succession here in Hastings.
Casper will go on and take on Fremont after on Wednesday and Thursday. Fremont up 1-0 right now at Sioux Falls, who come here Wednesday and Thursday. And that game in the 7th inning at Sioux Falls. Pierre Trappers trail 9-2 to Source Valley at Source Valley. Wheat City Whiskey Jacks leading at Badland Big Sticks 4-3 in the 6th. And Spearfish Sasquatch Mining City Tommyknockers, no score yet. Updated on them.
As the standings coming into today, Sioux Falls, the surprising leader in the Clark Division after they battled around 500 in the first half of the year, but 8-2 coming into today. Western Nebraska game back at 6-2. They have the advantage of winning the first half title, so they're going to be in a postseason appearance regardless of how they do. Fremont right there at 7-3. Spearfish 6-4. And again, Hastings moving up to 4-7 with their 3 of 4 performance at Pier 2-8 in the second half. Lewis Division, Mining City 6-4, Badlands 5-4, Soares Valley 5-5, Casper 3-6, Wheat City 3-6, and Canyon County 3-7. And Casper actually moved divisions. They were in the Clark Division the first 2 years, but with additions to the league skewing more to the north and to the west, we see the squad from Casper now a part of the Lewis Division this year. First year for Casper, they went 18-45, finished 4th in the Clark Division. Second year, 30-33, near 500, 3rd in the Clark Division. And again, last year they did not play due to COVID, and they are going to apply an ice pack to the left ankle of Justin McGuigan.
Yeah, they got him to sit up. That's a good thing.
He's yet to get to his feet at this point, but just took a terrible fall at first base. And as you mentioned, he was trying to avoid the tag. I'm not sure if he actually caught the ankle of the first baseman for the Casper Horse Heads, Browning, or if he caught the bag. But one way or the other, took a terrible fall and is now at least up in a sitting position here for the Hastings Sodbusters.
And I think it was after the tag. I think he was running towards the bag, and Browning applied the tag, which is legit and nothing bad there. But I think when he applied the tag, he spun around, and I think he landed weird on that left foot because it's that left ankle he's favoring right now, and he is a hurting unit. But he is up. That's a good thing.
But he is putting no weight on that left ankle at this point, so really sad deal for the Hastings Sodbusters.
Terrific baseball player and good kid.
And a better kid. That's Scott Galusha. That's one of the staples of this organization. He talks to every kid, and he talks to every parent too, to try to to gauge on because he wants good citizens first and foremost. And so very unfortunate thing for the Hastings Sodbusters as they see Justin McGuigan go down after that ground out. Still bat Solis and Cahoy, their 7 and 8 headers here in inning number 7.
Thanks to Nate Miller, he did the replay over here. It was landing wrong on the bag is what happened. He ran to first and just tried to beat out the throw and the tag, and he just landed with his ankle in a weird position on the bag. Thank you, Nate, for bringing up the replay. That's exactly what it was, that left ankle.
Well, let's see what Luke Solis can get done. Second baseman, infield single his first time up. He grounded out to first his last time up. Solis in the right-handed box, and it's been an outstanding performance so far for the right-handed pitcher, Jacob Small. As the pitch comes in, and Solis tried to check a swing. I think it was called strike anyway. No balls and 1 strike on Luke Solis.
Nick Carlson, the backup catcher. If something was to happen to him, you still have J.T. Cafferty as a backup that could catch. But Carlson, the only one still on the roster right now.
5-0 is the score, as they did say goodbye to Connor Feeney, Wayne State product, no longer a part of the team. Guys come and guys go during the course of the summer season. Bouncing ball left side. Third baseman makes a nice play and throw. And say that left side of the infield for Casper has looked really good today. Christian Lopez on that play, running to his right, and kind of threw off balance and still had plenty on it to get out Luke Solis. 2 up, 2 down for Carson Cahoy.
Yeah, that's why he's an all-star. Him and shortstop over there have made a good defensive tonight. They've hurt us a couple times on some plays.
So see what the Sodbusters can get done with 2 outs, nobody on. The last time they were in this situation, Carson Cahoy began a little bit of a rally with a single. He takes strike 1 here, no balls and 1 strike to Carson Cahoy. Sodbusters running out of opportunities. No runs on 4 hits so far for Hastings. Meanwhile, Casper 5 runs on 7 hits. And you just had the feeling, the way this game was going, that 4th inning could be very key one way or the other, and the Sodbusters could not minimize the damage, giving up a 4 spot, and Small has just carried on his solid start as he is trying to complete 7 shutout innings. 0-2 delivery. Misses for a ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, Carson already with 1 hit today. He could use another one. 3 of the 4 hits coming from the bottom 3 guys in the order here for the Sodbusters, with that lone bunt from Cole Dawson, the only other one.
1-2 delivery and swung on and missed. The Sodbusters are gone in order in inning number 7 As we head to the 8th inning, Josh Salmon will take you home. He'll have the final 2 innings of this contest. And the Casper Horse Heads lead Hastings by a score of 5-0. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastings.nebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Manny Herrera comes in the game to pitch here for the Sodbusters. 4th pitcher of the day, and hats off to Ryan Melvin. Great job out of the bullpen for him. Dubray as well. Casper hasn't scored a run off the bullpen today at all. All 5 runs were scored off the starters, so Manny comes in, and new catcher as well with McGuigan going down. Nick Carlson comes in. Brian Frew joins me here on the broadcast. Brian's going to do some play-by-play for you here as Casper comes up. Should be Baker, Browning, and Herder here for the Casper Horse Heads.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer about Guigs there.
That's a tough one. Boy, he just landed wrong. We watched the replay. Landed long on the bag with his left foot, and that's a tough loss.
Yeah, he's been such a good player. I mean, we thought we were getting a really good defensive catcher, which we absolutely did, but he's been great offensively too for us. So when you run into first base and you see that first baseman come off the bag, you're taught to get down, and he did what he was supposed to do. It's always, that split-second decision is always tough, so he just came down wrong. Up first for the Horseheads is Jake Baker. He'll come in, big left-handed bat. Manny Herrera in for the Sodbusters. He's probably leading the team in appearances. I bet he has about 15 or so with a changeup. Manny's got a great changeup for strike one. He just absolutely fooled Baker on that one. Yeah, he really pulls a string on it, and he can also bring it a little bit. So if he comes back with a fastball, it'll probably have a little bit more zip than Baker's ready for. Here he comes with the 0-1 pitch. There is fastball, a little bit low. Good spot for it though. Manny will reset and go. Come back for the 1-1 pitch here. Sodbusters down 5-0. Have 4 hits on the board, but not much to show for it. As a fastball jams him, but infield playing way to pull. There's a big hole in the third baseline, so he gets a little single out of it.
So first hit given up there by Manny. Bullpen did a good job tonight, Brian. 5 runs all given up by the starter, and then you've had Dubray come in. Ryan Melvin, one of his better performances of the year, did a great job.
Oh, Melvin did awesome. I mean, he's a guy that doesn't throw the ball incredibly hard, but he'll mix it up with you. Nice curveball, nice changeup, and he kept these guys off balance for a while. Shaw did great, I thought, as a starter, but maybe a little bit longer of an appearance as he's used to. Here comes the first pitch, is a low fastball for a ball.
Brooks Browning, the first baseman.
Is that 0-for-1 with a walk on the day? And the 1-0 pitch coming.
He's 0-for-2.
0-for-2. Fastball fouls off to the right side. We'll try again.
So Manny was talking to him before the game, had his headphones in. I didn't realize he had headphones in. I said, "How's it going?" And he looks at me and he takes his headphones out. Oh, good. He's always friendly, always a good smile, loves being here. His family listens in Panama City.
Yeah, Manny's been a great kid for us. Very talented pitcher. It seems like he's having a good time here, pitching well for us. He's one of our more reliable arms out of the bullpen as he comes here with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball on the outside part. That's a well-spotted ball. Would be nice to get a double play ball, so that's a pitch you want to see is the outside fastball. I wouldn't be surprised if he sees a changeup, so Trevor and Cole got to be ready for a little ground ball here. Maybe we can get 2 out of it.
Talked about Manny's appearances. He does lead the team with 15. This is his 16th.
That was a total guess by me, by the way, but
we don't have to know that.
That's all right. Fastball outside for a ball. 2-2 is the count. I'm just really good at guessing, I guess. But
there you go.
Lights on here at Duncan Field. It's twilight, so I'm not sure they've fully taken effect yet, but beautiful night for baseball out here. I think the crowd is having a good time, even though we haven't really put much together on the offensive side. Manny comes set. 2-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch. Fouled off for still 2-2 count here.
I'm excited about Thursday night in Ryder Park. That'll be interesting. I've done games there before, Legion ball, so that'll be a fun one.
It's Grand Island's a great community. I grew up there. Yeah, definitely a baseball town. They do a great job. Ryder Park will be a fun change of pace as the 2-2 comes in. Oh, fastball gets away from Carlson. I think we're going to probably score that a pass ball. Probably one Carlson would like to have back, but as we know, Guigan just came out on an injury, so Carlson's coming right off the bench. So definitely a tough situation to come into when you're cold sitting on the bench, maybe catching a few bullpen guys, and then you're supposed to go in and play the game, but that one gets away from Carlson. Baker advances to second base, now in scoring position with nobody out. Full count.
Brandon Herter with a runner in scoring position here. Manny trying to finish off the batter. Steps out.
His batting gloves must have been too loose on that one. So we'll try again. Manny in the stretch. Coming set for a 3-2 pitch. He's got his sign. Checks the runner at second. Holding is Solis. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball. Looks like a foul tick that Carlson was able to squeeze, so Carlson comes back and gets a nice little tipped third strike for out number one.
Good strikeout there of Brooks Browning. Take a look at the Expedition League scoreboard. 8 in the 8th inning. It's only 1-0 Fremont and Sioux Falls. What a good game that is in South Dakota. Bottom of the 8th in Sioux Falls.
That's a bit surprising for me. Both teams have really powerful offenses, so pitchers must be doing well over there because I would imagine they have about the same weather as we do. Manny sets for the 0-0 pitch. Strike on the outer half. Down low, well-spotted ball to Springer, the catcher.
This is Herter, I believe.
Yeah, Herter up to bat. I was thinking Springer has the long flow, so.
Yep, he's got the locks.
Another fastball right by him. Manny turns up the volume a little bit on him and blows it right by him. So we got an 0-2 count coming with one out. This would be another big strikeout. It'd be nice to face the 9-hole hitter and not get to the top of the order with 2 outs.
Baker stands on second base, let off with a single. That's where he's at.
Dancing around a little bit. 0-2 pitch. I will check him a little bit. Curveball in the dirt. Did not go. Tough break there. Great 0-2 though. Carlson does a great job of smothering it. Absolutely no chance for Baker to advance the third on that one. So we'll try again at 1-2.
Yeah, and he threw it right to where the glove was. That was the pitch they wanted. They tried to get him to swing at it, and they almost fooled him.
Yeah, that's a pitcher's 0-2 pitch right there. You want to keep it out of the zone. Casper going with the call-in timeout with 2 strikes approach right now. We'll see how Manny deals with it. Last time he got the strikeout after they tried that.
So McGuigan was helped off the field when he got injured last inning, running the bases.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it's just a rolled ankle. Hopefully we'll be able to rest it and ice it for a little bit, put him in a brace, and he'll be back on the field in a week or so. Here comes Manny with the 1-2 pitch to Herter. Off-speed pitch outside for ball number 2. 2-2 the count, with Baker staying in at second. It'd be really big for the Sodbusters to get out of this inning without a run. Time's running out to get back into this 5-0 game, but hopefully we get into their bullpen soon.
Yeah, Casper's only had 2 hits since the 5th inning.
And there's a jam job over the second baseman's head.
I jinxed it.
Jinxed it. Baker rounding. Ball's cut off by Shimashita, so we'll hold him to a single, but Casper scores another run to push the lead to 6-0 in the top of the 8th inning.
Third RBI of the day for the 8th place Herter.
It's good 2-strike hitting right there, not trying to do too much. Just put the bat on the ball and see what happens. You kind of got to tip your cap. I thought Manny pitched a really good at-bat there. Got ahead in the count. kind of threw some pitches, but jammed him on a fastball inside, but he was able to muscle it over the second baseman's head. So now up catcher Springer. He's got great hair.
He does.
Fastball by him on the outside part of the plate.
Kind of a, what's the guy from the Mets, the pitcher?
Syndergaard.
Syndergaard, right? Kind of a Syndergaard-looking thing going on there with the hair.
Yeah, he's a pretty slender guy like Syndergaard. I would imagine he doesn't throw 100 miles an hour,
No.
He might, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's done a pretty good job behind the plate today for him. He's a smaller catcher. Usually want your catchers a little bigger with a bigger frame, easier to get called strikes and maybe block a few balls. But Guigs is a pretty small catcher too, and he does an awesome job for us back there.
Sure, they're quick.
Yeah, quick, gets rid of the ball quick, and he's done a good job. Runner goes, throw down to second is in time for an out. Great throw by Nick Collerson using the turf to get that nice little 2-6 put out. Or 2-4 put out, I suppose that was Solis that got it. So great job by the Sodbusters to get that out, and now we have 2 outs. Nobody on with the catcher, Springer, up at the plate with a 2-0 count.
Herder, that's the second time he's been caught stealing this season. He's only stolen 2 bases. Kind of surprised they sent him there.
Oh, Manny throws a nice breaking ball. Fools him. He tried to turn thinking he was going to get hit by the pitch, but it breaks right over the plate, and we got a 2-1 count now.
2 down. That's a big out. Second base. If you can strike him out here, you'll end the inning at the bottom of the order.
Another breaking ball, swing and a miss, and strike number 3. We were a bit off on our balls and strikes there. That throw down to second must have been a strike.
So 2 strikes. 2 strikeouts this inning for Manny Herrera. We'll be back. This is Sodbuster Baseball coming back here, bottom of the 8th inning. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field. We'll take a word now from Sam's Club.
It's hot. Can we get some popsicles? A lot of popsicles.
Okay, sure.
Let's go to Sam's Club. We can get some popsicles there. Plus, check out the pools on sale. Didn't Dad want to barbecue tonight?
With all those popsicles, we should get some paper towels, too.
Good idea, Mom.
I'll grab some chips. Sam's Club has something for every season.
Sam's Club, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball. Stop by before or after the game. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back. As good out inning there for Manny Herrera. It only allows the 1 run, strikes out a couple, and back to Brian Fu with your play-by-play.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Manny did really well there. He gave up a couple jam job singles. That first one was left-handed batter that we were played way to pull in on a left-handed hitter. He hit one right down the line, not very hard, but ends up getting to second base and another fisted ball out into the outfield for a run. So, good 2-strike hitting by the Horse Heads. And Manny is able to wiggle out of it with just 1 run after Carlson throws a runner out. First, we got Cameron McClure up to the plate.
Cam is 1 of 2 today.
Fouls that one down the third base line.
Playing catch with the youngsters before the game. Cameron had about 4 kids over there. Started off with just 1, and about 3 or 4 of them came over and started playing catch with him, and he didn't mind at all.
Yeah, I would say Brian Prue, owner here, Cameron comes over to my house and hits in our garage all the time. He's great with my kids. Swings at another one low. Fouls it off down the third base line. Cameron he's a good ball player, obviously, playing competitive summer ball right now, but he's also he's just a really good guy, and my kids all love him. He's their favorite player, so they're probably at home watching, cheering for him right now.
All right, 0-2 here coming up.
Fastball off the plate for ball number 1. 1-2 coming. The pitcher's done really well for him, getting ahead, throwing all kinds of different pitches for strikes, and he works quickly. So Sodbusters definitely have their work cut out for him as a 1-2 comes in. Cameron fouls it off his foot, and we'll do it again at 1-2.
Yeah, only 4 hits given up by Jacob Small in 7 innings, no runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and 26 batters faced.
Yeah, he's done great. I think the only walk was a 4-pitch walk to Trevor Matson, which ended up not hurting them, obviously, with the shutout still, and he's still going deep into the game in the 8th inning. So he's done a great job for the Horseheads. We'd like to obviously get to the bullpen. We'll see if Cameron can try to start something here in the 8th inning.
Back to top of the order after Cameron here. Like to get somebody on for Johnstone and Dawson.
Curveball, well spotted for strike number 3, and they'll throw it around the horn. Back to the top of the order for the Sodbusters, Logan Johnstone from Gonzaga University. He's had a bit of a slow start to his joining the team. He joined a little bit late, so this is probably his 3rd week with the team, and still has yet to really get going. But we've heard really good things about this youngster, and we're excited to see what he can get going if he ever gets going for us.
Yeah, he's very quick, so very fast.
Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop has been eating everything up, but no chance at Logan at first base. Shortstop he's stopped a ton of balls over there, made some really, really nice plays, but that one is just a little bit too far out of his range, and Logan's just a little bit too fast, so it'll go down for an infield single, bringing up Cole Dawson, who bunted for a base hit for the 10th time this season, it seems like. I mean, Cole, I've seen a lot of good bunters in my day, but Cole can lay him down just as good as anybody.
And especially as a right-hander. A lot of times you see left-handers drag bunt, but with a righty, it's even more difficult. And he could do it again here. Look,
yeah, if third baseman's playing back, I wouldn't be surprised if he drops one down and sees it. See if we can get 2 runners on for big old Trevor Matson. He'll take a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1.
Talk about the shortstop over there, Joy. That guy's like a hungry hippo. Anything that just comes in his way, he just falls on the ball. And he just scoops it up.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't made every play, but when you got a guy like that can get to so many baseballs with a runner on second and 2 outs, that's huge to have. Pickoff attempt is not in time for Logan. Logan with a decent lead over there, nothing huge. But having a shortstop like that can just keep the ball in the infield makes it really easy for the pitcher, because it'll save a lot of runs if you got a runner on second. Another pickoff attempt. They're a little bit worried about Logan over there with a 5-run lead in the 8th inning, but
Johnstone's only stolen 1 this season.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been on base much. I haven't really seen him let the burners, but he's played a pretty good center field for us. Gets a decent lead again. Does not take off. Cole swings at a curveball, but out in front for a foul ball down the left field line, strike number 2.
The hit by Johnstone this inning, only his 6th and 25 at bat, so maybe he's starting to find a little something here at the plate.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it a really solid hit, but we've heard really good things about the kid, so hopefully he can turn it around and be a really solid offensive bat for us. I know he does well in batting practice because Chandler keeps throwing him at the leadoff spot now that Omar is off for a couple games. Fastball outside. Another really well spotted 0-2.
Yeah, that's a tough one to take, but good eye there by Cole Dawson. The baseball mind, he's got the discipline. Coach's kid knows the game. Lays off of that one.
Yeah, and I mean, he's kind of working with a surgeon's precision out there, Small, so we'll see what he's got. A breaking ball maybe here. And there it is, a breaking ball, but in the dirt, Logan gets a great read on it. Safe at second on a wild pitch.
That's good base running right there.
That's huge for us.
He took off the moment the catcher bobbled that thing.
Yeah, and when I was coaching guys, I would always say, if you're not stealing, you're trying to read the angle of the pitch, and I think Logan was all over that. He was not surprised to see that ball in the dirt, especially with a 1-2 and knowing, what Small's been doing this game. So he anticipated that breaking ball, was off as soon as he knew it was going to be in the dirt, and gets himself in scoring position with 1 out, which is hopefully a big play for us. And he takes off on a slow roller, another good base running play. That's something. Cole grounds out 5-3, but that's another great base running play by Logan to advance 90 feet. I mean, normally you're taught on second base to see the ground ball. If it's in front of you, you got to hold off. But he saw that it was a slow roller, that the third baseman would have to come up into the grass to make the play, and nobody's covering third, so he went ahead and took that extra 90 feet, which may come in handy. Hopefully it does.
Yeah, that was just a good base run, as you said. Here's Trevor Matson, chance for an RBI.
Trevor's been scuffling a little bit today, but generally one of our most powerful offensive threats. Takes a curveball for a strike on the inside corner.
Trevor leads the team in a couple of categories.
Home runs being one of them, and Probably RBIs, too.
Home runs and RBIs. 29 ribbies. Chance for number 30 right here.
Curveball pops out of the glove for a ball in the inside part. Doesn't get away far enough for Logan to score, but Trevor will even the count at 1-1.
3 home runs for Madsen.
One of them being at Duncan Field, which was pretty fun to watch.
That was an awesome one. I went down and gave him a mini bat afterwards. Told me I had to use that the rest of the season.
I'm sure the opposing pitchers would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Here comes the 1-1. Trevor gets into one. Does it have enough? Not enough to get over the fence, but does get extra bases and scores a run for the Sodbusters. Trevor will round second, but stay at second with an RBI double. He got into that one a little bit. Home run at a lot of fields, but not here at the spacious confines of Duncan Field.
Well, if there was any wind blowing that way, that would have taken that thing out. But there's almost no wind at all, and that was just muscled that thing to the wall, one hopper to the brick wall.
Yeah, he's a strong kid, and I mean, it's fun to watch him work, and he just waited back on that breaking ball and just got out in front of it and barreled it up. Not quite enough juice to get out of this big ballpark, but got enough of it to get a run in. So the Sodbusters are on the board, 6-1, bottom of the 8th, with JT Cafferty coming to the plate.
You think about that pass ball that Johnstone made at the second on. That comes in huge now that he scored.
Yeah, I mean, without Johnstone's base running, he might have scored from first base on that one. Probably would have with his speed, but guaranteed with good base running to advance those 2 extra bases that, some players wouldn't have got. We get a run out of the deal. So another reason that base running is so important in this game. 1-0 pitch coming. Outside for ball 2. So JT Cafferty's up in the count, 2-0. JT pitched amazing last night. JT can basically play any position on the field. He's a great athlete. He catches mostly, but he can also play the outfield, first base, DHs a lot, and he can also pitch. It's a fastball on 2-0. Squirted to the right side. Ball caught. Nice play by the right fielder out there.
Well, I thought that thing was going to stay fair, but it didn't quite do it. So Buster's able to get a run on 2 hits and leave a man on base. It's now 6-1 as Sodbuster baseball from Duncan Field. And let's hear a word now from Rutz.
Time out. Smith, we only need 1 more out. Do you think you have enough energy?
I'm exhausted, and it's hot out here. I'm thinking about enjoying that nice, cool air conditioning I have at home.
Oh yeah, you've talked about Rutz Heating and AC, the #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska for over 45 years.
Yeah, now. I have enough for 1 more batter, Coach.
Smith, go finish this thing so we can all go home and cool off. Visit rutzheatingandair.com.
My husband and I love to live in Nebraska.
It's the good life.
We always vacation here.
Love those Nebraska state parks.
We love to eat here.
Where are you going to get a better steak?
And we love to play here, especially Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery. It has a $50,000 starting jackpot, drawing 7 days a week, and all the proceeds go back to our state.
Hey, honey, this weekend, let's buy some Nebraska Pick 5 tickets, go to a state park, and grill some steaks.
Like our first date.
I'm no amateur.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
Welcome back to Duncan Field. Josh Salmon, Brian Frews, Steve Stein, Nate Miller, and Nate's keeping an eye on the Major League Baseball home run derby for us over there. And P. Alonso is crushing the leather ball, just annihilating the ball over there. And
Graham,
you look at the leaders so far. You have in the second round. You have, I'm trying to figure out, Mancini versus Story, Alonso versus Soto. So, Salvador Perez hit 24, and it wasn't enough against Pete Alonso's 28. Alonso's 34. So, 35. So, normally you would think 24 would be enough, but it's crazy. Home run record for Alonso with those 35. So, Jake Schroeder comes on to pitch here. 5th pitcher of the day for the Hastings Sodbusters. Looking at Jake. This is his 12th appearance. He started 2 games, 23 and a third innings pitched, 8.10 ERA, 0-4 record. In those 23 innings, he has struck out 21 batters, so that's a good ratio. Batting average against him is .266, so that's not bad either, especially in this league. So Back to the top of the order here for the Casper Horse Heads. Halverson, Lopez, Callahan. Sounds like a law office. In those three guys, a combined 3 hits. None of those coming from Halverson, who steps in right now. Righty on righty. And Jake's first pitch is in there for a strike. 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors for Casper. And that one misses up high. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Busters. Been a clean defensive game. Just a great game pitched by Jacob Small is the difference in this one. And that one's foul off first base side. 1 and 2. Same 2 teams tomorrow, 6:35. First pitch will start pregame about 6 o'clock. Wednesday, Sioux Falls, Sunfish come to town. And they're hosting Fremont tonight in the Fishbowl. So Fremont won that game 1-0. Wow. That has to be that's the only 1-0 win I'm sure Fremont has had all season. That's how good this Sioux Falls team is. Schroeder's 2-2 offering just misses. That's been called a couple times tonight, but that one perhaps just a fraction off the strike zone. It's been very generous on that right side of the plate. 3-2 coming up here from Jake Schroeder. Kicks and delivers. That one foul off first base side. Halverson keeping it alive. He's got a sac fly, otherwise 0 for 3 tonight. Is the center fielder Halverson. Halverson batting .250 for Casper. Foul off again. Staying alive up there is Casperson. 7 games in a row, including this one for the Hastings Sodbusters before 3 days off. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then they'll go on the road after that for a little bit and come back. All-Star game on Monday. Supposed to have 4 guys there, but with McGuigan getting hurt last inning, I'm sure he won't be there. And that one misses outside. It is a walk. Leadoff walk given up here by Jacob Schroeder. 1 on here for Casper. 6 walks given up by Sodbuster pitching today. And I know that manager Chandler Wagner would not be pleased with that. 3 of those given up by Shaw. 2 by Dubray. None by Melvin. None by Herrera. And 1 here by Schroeder. Strike 1 there to Christian Lopez. Lopez, the third baseman, great defender. Also a good hitter. .382 batting average right now. 2 for 4 in this contest with a strikeout. Run scored. Right center field, that's going to loop in there for a hit. That average will go up a little bit more as Carson Cahoy can't come up with a handle on it, so that'll end up with 2. Runner able to come around to score as the throw in is not a great one either. And Carson Cahoy, that thing ate him up out there. He looks at the ground like maybe he tripped over something. 10 hits. Let's see if they rule that one a double. It probably might be a single with an error, and it is. It's a single with an error. E9 out there. First error of the game. I was just talking about the solid defense. Come around, the score is Halverson on that one. RBI there by Lopez. And surprisingly, as Lopez's, that's his second RBI of the game. So it brings up Ryan Callahan, another all-star. Runner stands on second. That is Lopez. Now 7-1, Casper. Seven runs on 10 hits. Jake Schroeder checks his runner. And that went in there for a strike. I think a team from Casper should be called the Ghosts. Not the Horse Heads. Casper the Ghosts, you know? That's, I don't know. The 0-2 coming up here from Jake Schroeder. So Fremont wins 1-0 at Sioux Falls. Pitcher's duel there. That misses outside. Take a look at the box score on that one. 12 hits in the game in that game. Just the 1 run. You look at the 16 strikeouts between the two teams. Throw back to second base and bobbled there by Solis, but runner back. It's Lopez. He stands on second. Fremont winning the game 1-0. The only RBI for Fremont coming off the bat of Sellers. Strike 3, and he's out. Callahan goes down for the third time. He's also hit a single. He's got the silver sombrero. And the first strikeout here for Schroeder. I mentioned how many walks the Sodbusters have given up in this game. 6 strikeouts, though, between the 5 pitchers. They've struck out 8. Brings up Joy, the shortstop. Preston Joy with a runner on second base. 7-1. Casper with the lead here. Top of the 9th. Schroeder on. Buster's able to scrape together a run back in the 8th. That one down the line and slicing. That is a foul ball. Ooh, I don't know about that. That was really close. That was very, very close. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6:35 first pitch tomorrow. Same thing on Wednesday here, but Sioux Falls will be in town. And Thursday's game moved from Duncan Field to Grand Island to Ryder Park. Much smaller dimensions, fun field. It'll be a neat stands there. Plenty of shade as well. Should be a fun atmosphere on Thursday for Sioux Falls. And then back here again with another 3 with Casper over the weekend for 3 days off. Off-speed pitch floats up there. It's 2-1 to Preston Joy, the shortstop. Boy, he's done a good job of defense tonight. He's got 1 hit. He's walked twice, popped out his last time. He's been on base 3 times tonight. That's a chopper. Going to be a foul ball. Carlson lets it bounce foul. Nice job there by the replacement. Justin McGuigan injured in the game. Back in the 7th inning. So, hurt his left ankle. That's all I know right now. He was down for a while. He was trying to beat out a tag at first. And he landed on the bag wrong. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Preston Joy. 1 on, 1 in, 1 out here for Casper, top 9. Jacob Schroeder, this runner kicks, delivers, floats a changeup up there. Says swing at that thing. Just totally changed speeds and fooled him. 2 strikeouts for Schroeder. Girardin comes up, the second baseman. He flew into the double play back in the 5th. He flew out to left field, struck out, grounded out to shortstop. 0 for 4 here is the 5th place hitter. 2 out here, runner on for Casper. Schroeder trying to get out of the inning. Buster's down the last 3 outs at the bottom of the inning. And that went in there for a strike. 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Casper. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error for Hastings. If Girardin can reach, Baker to him next. 1 ball, 1 strike. You had Kyler Halverson lead off with a walk, and then Christian Lopez singled. Halverson able to come around as Carson Cahoy, the ball ate him up out there with an error. Lopez standing on second base. That's where he ended up. Grounded to first. That is a foul ball. Shimashita will toss it back in. It goes to 1 and 2. Look at the bottom of the 9th here for the Busters. It's going to be Shimashita. It'll be Carlson and Solis do up for Hastings. First, you got to get out of the top of the 9th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 7-1. 1 in this inning. 1 on here for Casper. Pitch on the way. There's that changeup again, and just says swing it if you can. After allowing the walk and the strikeout, or excuse me, the walk and the single, he strikes out the side 3 for Schroeder, and Casper goes down, leaving 1 on base. They have left 6 runners on base, but they lead 7-1. Bottom of the 9th coming up. Busters down by 6. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey, you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
Well, pitching change here at Duncan Field as Small's not going to be able to finish out the game. Kind of surprised. I am. But nonetheless, that's the way it's going to be. Josh Salmon back with you. Nate Miller to my right. Running our TV controls over there for the YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Steve Stein's been on the air with me tonight. Brian Frew, co-owner as well. And William Atwell comes out. Let's look at the line here for Jacob Small. And boy, what a game he pitched for for Casper, Wyoming. 8 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned, a walk, 8 strikeouts, and 31 batters faced. Insert Atwell. Atwell, 7 ERA, 9 innings pitched this season. He's only struck out 4, so not too many appearances here for Atwell. Atwell, 6'1", 195. From Charlotte, North Carolina, goes to Wofford College. He's a freshman there. So James Shimashita leading things off here with Busters. They trail 7-1, bottom of the 9th. Down their last 3 outs, Shimashita, Carlson, and Solis due up. Strike 1 to James Shimashita, the first baseman from San Diego. Left-handed batter, left-handed thrower. That one way upstairs from Atwell. Yeah, kind of surprised that Small didn't get to finish the game. He still had good stuff. He's still pitching really good in the 8th. What an outing for him. Swung on and missed on that one. 1-1. Or 1-2, excuse me. He had great defense behind him, too, and that'll help you out. Shakes off the sign to Zatwell from Springer. Springer gives him a new one, sets him up on the outside part of the plate. They go outside, but it is too far outside. 2-2 here to James Shimashita. Same 2 teams tomorrow. And then then Sioux Falls for 2, and then these 2 teams again for 3. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll have all those games for you. Fly out to left field, and 1 down is making the catch out there is Baker. Buster's down the last 2 outs. 0 for 4 is Shimashita. So Carlson comes up, first time up for him. He came into bat for Justin McGuigan, who tweaked his ankle. Back in the 7th, comes as a defensive replacement. Have to check with manager Wagner after the game, see how Gwiggs is doing, but he looked like he hurt that thing pretty good. He was able to limp off the field on one leg with some assistance. Strike 1 there. Here's the count. Nick Carlson. And that one misses for ball 1. Carlson goes to Northeast Community College from Kearney, not too far down the road. Ball and a strike, the only guy on the team from Kearney this year. And the slider doesn't swing. It's a close one. One ball, 1 strike here to Nick Carlson. He should get on. Well, either way, Luke Solis will be up next, then Carson Gahoy if anybody reaches. That one well outside, 3-1. So after getting the first pitch, a strike, falling behind here is Atwell. Atwell. Chopper back up the middle. Joyce, a Joy on 1 run and 1 motion makes the play. That makes it look so easy. He grabs the ball in motion, runs over the top of the second baseman bag, keeps running, throws it to first. And there's 2 down. What a good defender he is. Luke Solis comes up. He's 1 of 3 in the game. Had the first hit for the Busters. Second inning, he had a hit. Hasn't done much since. Grounded out twice. Busters down their last outs, and it's going to be a single. Solis, right fielder, thought about throwing to first, but did hurt her, but he's already there. So Luke Solis keeping the game alive here for Hastings. Was his second hit of the day. The only person with 2 hits on the entire squad for Hastings. Carson Cahoy comes up. 7 hits in the game for Hastings is all. And 4 of those coming after the 6th inning. Popped up first base side and out of play. Carson had a single back in the 5th. He was struck out twice otherwise. Solis on first. Outfield playing shallow in right and left. A little deeper in center for Cahoy. Infield back. That one floated up top. Springer thinks about throwing to first to Solis, but doesn't. Ball to strike here to Carson Cahoy. 7-1. Horseheads lead. Sodbusters down to the last out with a runner on here. Casper trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Runner goes, and the ball hit the third. A hit and run on over to Lopez, and they retire him, and that's the end of the game for the Busters as he grounds out to third base. I like putting the runner in motion, but it just didn't work out, and 7-1 is the score. Casper wins it. We'll take a look at some of the numbers and come right back. This is the postgame show here, Sodbuster Baseball.
Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Welcome back. As Nate Miller reminds me or tells me there was no hit batters in this game, and I don't remember a game all season long, especially here at Duncan Field. There hasn't been without at least one hit batter, and so this is the first one. So very good control by most of the pitchers. And there's a couple that could have maybe hit a guy, they moved out of the way, but otherwise pretty good control. But Casper just pitched and played better overall. The Busters couldn't get the hits going, and what a game for Jacob Small getting the win. And Jacob Shaw taking the loss as Casper wins it 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. And Hastings loses 1 run, 7 hits, and 1 error with an injury to Justin McGuigan. I'm sure Chandler Wagner is going to update his team out there and tell the guys what's going on with Justin because he's a big part of that squad. They all love him down here in the dugout. Steve, we were just talking about no-hit batsmen in this game. First game at Duncan Field this year without at least one batter being hit.
Wow.
So it's something, right?
I don't know what that says.
Right.
But that is something, I guess.
You look at the bottom part of the order, they've done most of the damage here today. You had a couple hits. You had Cole Dawson with the bunt, and then Logan Johnson with the single in the 8th. Trevor Madsen with the single, or the double back in the 8th inning. But look at the bottom of the order. 2 hits by Luke Solis tonight. Carson Cahoy with a single. Cameron McClure. It was the 4-5 guys, 6 guys that really couldn't get much going there with Cafferty, Shimashita, McGuigan, and then McGuigan getting replaced by Carlson. So, Busters battled back against a very, very tough Jacob Small. Were you surprised that Small didn't get to come out for the 9th?
No. He probably hit his pitch count, and he'd lost the shutout, and so, like I say, it's still Summer League baseball, and you don't want to go out and overuse somebody, and certainly Small did a great job today, and really you tip your hat to him. You talk about the lack of production for Hastings, but you just got to tip your hat to Small as he was the guy that was in control, and really the Sodbusters for throwing a lot of different pitchers. I mean, Shaw not used to going that many innings. The 1 inning, the 4-run inning. Other than that, not a bad day for Sodbuster pitching. Ryan Melvin, if you have to give a gold star to any of the pitchers, he 2 2/3 innings, allowing no runs on 1 hit. He probably was the best of the relievers today. I tell you, Jake Schroeder looked really good in the 9th, but gave up the 1 unearned run. gave up a couple of hits, but then really struck out 3 pretty good hitters for that Casper squad. Dubray, decent in relief. Manny Herrera did give up a run in his 1 inning, but he had a couple of strikeouts and no walks, and that's always big for him just to keep it around the zone. So some good things on the pitching side in particular. Just no offense today against the duo of Small and Atwell, but particularly Jacob Small working the 8 innings today, and he was the player of the game for both teams today. A tip of the hat to that young man.
Boy, yeah, he pitched a good game. You know, only 1 error in the game. Carson Cahoy made it there in the 9th inning and just bobbled the ball. But you know, when they were getting their hits, most of them were just to spots where nobody was. So there wasn't really a whole lot of chances to make some errors. But there was some great defensive plays out there as well by the guys hanging in and getting some clutch hits and. Just have to come back tomorrow, battle back. Either way, I love to see the kids storming the players. And, win or lose, you can win by 10, you can lose by 10. It doesn't matter to the kids. You're still heroes in their eyes, and that's how nice these young men are, these players. You come back against Casper. Casper snaps a 3-game losing streak. Busters snap a 2-game winning streak. But that really doesn't mean much in the realm of things. But look at the overall rankings. The amazing part to me is that Fremont won 1-0 at Sioux Falls. So
and
what a pitching game.
There are not very many 1-0 games in the Expedition League.
No.
So that is pretty impressive. And Sioux Falls is a team that's playing really well. It's going to be kind of fun to see this little round robin with Fremont end up playing Casper when Sioux Falls comes here for a couple of days. And so it's going to be fun this week to kind of follow those scores while we watch the Sodbusters play Casper, Sioux Falls, and then Casper again.
Casper Horse Heads, 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Hastings Sodbusters, 1 run, 7 hits, and 1 error. We're going to wrap up the broadcast. I'll go talk to Coach and see what I can find out about Justin McGuigan. We'll join you tomorrow, pregame show at 6 o'clock, right back here at Duncan Field. We'd love to see your face out here at the ballpark for another one with Casper Horse Heads, and then we have Sioux Falls coming to town on Wednesday. Thursday's game will be held in Grand Island, and then back here for Casper again for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday game, and then that's it for Casper for the season against Hastings. For Steve Stein, for Brian Drew, Nate Miller, and the entire team here at Sodbusters is Josh Salmon. Sign off for tonight. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.